Well, Gar, I'm glad you're back, but it looks like it's just us three this week.
Whoa!
Guys,
Oh my god!
I'm sorry that I missed the last week of Precurary. I was off collecting the Not Chaos Emeralds. They all got scattered around again.
Well.
What are the odds? I was actually playing Sonic Adventure this week.
I'm actually downloading Sonic Adventure 2 again.
Oh.
Did you get them?
Who wants to talk about Chow Gardens?
Me.
No. We're gonna cue the roll call. No.
We're live!
Zenkaigan Connect Loading Broadcast
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah's Azeel.
Loyal and loud, Pinkcaster Lane!
Explorer from the unknown. Yellowcaster. Auto Guard.
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster! Global South Perka!
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger
On air!
No Chow Gardens.
What's wrong with Chow Gardens?
Whoa.
That was a little aggressive.
No Chow Gardens.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, everyone. Gar's got a gun. Whoa!
Gar's got
Holy
a
shit.
gun!
Gar's got a gun! See? Everyone thinks, oh, I missed Ultra Ranger.
Aha! I got you. It's like, oh, my VS changer.
What the hell happened?
Welcome to episode 186.
You took that down some weird road, Gar.
186?
187.
187.
Can I see the VS changer again?
God, yes.
I think the Chow
Alright,
Garden
now
is fine.
what if I
It's just not
hold
something I
that
focus
gangster
on.
style?
Oh, kill shot!
It's a kill. What if I hold it back sideways?
Well, I mean, you could still kind of hold it sideways.
You know what, T'Challa? You got to lay by the mic.
There, now it's sideways.
Oh, shit.
I mean, no, technically it's sideways when it's this way.
Anyways.
Can't do the ab crunch?
Anyways, Core 4 here for another episode of Castranger. Tonight we are talking...
Wait. Do we cue the roll call?
Yes.
Okay.
Look.
Black Panther is trying to bounce a cookie.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No one can see that!
First, yeah, it's like Gar and Ultra Ranger.
I'm
We're trying
sorry,
to fucking
no one can see that.
show shit. Okay, first off, Gar, Emily, what did you think of Build episode 22-23, Lupinranger episode 2, and Hardcatch, or
Hugto.
Hugto.
Lupinranger build, I feel bad saying this, but it's kind of depressing right now. And
I get it.
didn't remember too much about it. I remember what happened that was important, but mostly just the details, like Rogue exists, the Kaisers exist, they beat people up, and then people got mad and stuff.
They're better than the others. You'll be hooked on the brothers.
Oh my god!
Like we said,
I'm so angry I didn't make that joke last week.
Hey, we made the Super Smash Brothers joke. That's all that matters.
Right?
I mean, I almost feel like they had to have intentionally done Super Smash Brothers. Because it makes too much sense. But
They're also wearing
Lupato
overalls.
is like pure joy on a screen. I love it so much. I thought I would just miss Q-Ranger and wouldn't be able to get into this. But it's...
I've forgotten Q-Ranger existed for the last 3 weeks.
That. I love Q-Ranger. But
Sure.
I watched Lupin Patranger, and it's sort of like, you just feel like cheering for everybody. And it's all cool, and sorry, I'm being a moron.
No, it's fine.
I really like Goody surprising nobody.
Goodie.
As expected.
Doggy.
Cookie.
Doggy.
Every week, one team gets to pat him. This week is the Patranger, which is the team me and
The
Lane.
Pat Rangers?
Yeah, there's a team me and Lane are on.
Yep.
So that means I get to pat him, but he's not here.
Maybe they'll release the doll.
They will release Goody in puppet form, and he will come with a Lupin hat and a cop hat.
No, it's
Guaranteed.
It's the same thing. But it's got a new hat.
Yeah, we had to make that joke.
Why? Me.
If I could edit videos, I would 100% do that, but I can't do edit videos very well.
Fucking Blaze in our chat is now calling us the Castastic Core.
Well,
I don't deserve to be
That's it,
part
no
of
more!
well, that means we can't do anything.
that. Why?
Because Marvel's not doing anything with the Fantastic Four right
I
now.
wish
Well, they
were.
will.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
May I have one of these?
Yes.
Oh.
So, Emily, thoughts on Hugto since you were not here for the finale of Precurary?
Don't worry.
Kaitou is... Every Pretty Cure series, when the first leaks come out, you think to yourself, this is looking not that great. Then it actually comes out and you're like, this is the greatest thing ever. Hugto is really good. Especially the fact that they brought back physical fighting.
Also, did you notice that they didn't do the whole she jumped up high and went, why am I jumping so high?
I did notice that.
She did not say that.
I'm wondering if they're waiting to do it for Cure 12 because her jumping is sort of thematic for her.
But my quick complaint was, I don't like their hair. Their hair is like
Too light, you said.
yeah. It bothered me. Like I said that freaking Curiel's hair is too pink.
Jesus
Yellow?
Christ.
Even
Yeah.
Kelly was like, what?
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa. Hold the phone.
I don't-
Time out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I pray I never encounter the day where I find something that is too blue.
I was actually worried that you were going to say that about Laser Level X or whatever.
Oh no!
You guys haven't seen episode 4 when the animation just goes into we're making up for the last season so much levels.
Okay.
Huh.
I gotta
She
check it
does a
this week.
flip, Curiel does a flip in midair and like basically Ryder kicks a monster in the face.
Jesus.
I really am enjoying Hugto. I think
Hugtan is a fucking...
at a time in my life where I'm not sure about my future, it's kind of nice to see a season that's about that. I know that's sort of silly, but...
Oh, that's fair. Gar, thoughts on build?
Episode 22, it was on par with episode 21. It was good storytelling, good pacing. I also enjoyed how the fight between Build and Grease took up most of the episode, and it wasn't just like a 5-minute fight.
Yeah.
Episode 23 was kind of eh. To be fair, I'm not gearing up for the Gear Brothers.
Fair enough.
That they're just not grinding their gears good enough for me.
Now you're reaching.
Their gears are clogged up.
No. This is bad.
I got like 8 pages worth.
Just throws a book down the stairs.
Lupinranger, my sister and I actually watched the episodes together. Episode 2 was good. It felt more like episode 1, part 2.
I mean, yeah.
And then we're talking about episode 3 this week.
Yeah.
Right, episode 2 was, I love there's the Lupinranger mech.
Lupinranger?
Yeah, Lupinranger.
Yeah.
Love the Gatling gun and the saw blade.
Right.
I also love the mix between the CGI models for the Zords and how they also used the practical Zords when they could. And I also enjoyed their backstory for the Lupinrangers.
Yep.
Where it's kind of like a contract that they have to do.
Still, like, find that face Toma made hilarious. When he saw his fiance's just shatter, he's like, "Ah!"
Oh my god. When
Cool. If your fiance dies, I'll be sure to take a snapshot of your face and laugh at it.
Maybe like,
Why?
Noted.
Look, Lisa.
Yeah, you
you
know what,
can
I'll
see
make-
the
I'll
split
make it-
second
I'll make it-
where
And his heart breaks in half.
I'll make a selfie of myself. Yeah.
And did you watch Hugto?
Sadly, I didn't.
Hooray! I've called you out.
I didn't watch it. I want to, but I didn't have time this week. Sadly.
Here's my face. Apparently, if my fiance died in front of me.
Anthony, put that
Oh,
in.
God.
Why do you have that?
I just took it now.
Oh.
That triple chin I've got going on.
That's
Like-
an Aaron level twin.
Lane, you gotta hit the gym, man.
I do 3 times a week.
Well, you gotta hit 4 times a week, man.
Someone complimented that I have pecs, and I was like, yeah.
Don't.
So my coworker said, she's like, oh, Lane, nice pecs. I'm like,
Why is she
thank
seeing you shirtless?
She's not.
Then how does she know you have a
Because they're
peck?
playing through my shirt, Gar.
Sure.
Because I'm shredded.
Your friend's a liar. Lane's a punk bitch.
Yo, Lane freaking sucks.
like how you're doing ab crunch.
I just come in, I'm a new guy. Hi, I'm Blaine. I'm Greycaster.
You mean plain?
I knew you were Pinkcaster when you said hi, I'm Blaine.
I knew when you threw me through the soda machine.
I knew it. Hi, I'm plain.
That's a stupid toy. It's like you're a fan of Forza or something. Well, you don't have to look at it anymore!
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's
Favorite SNL skit
yeah,
of all time.
if Undercover Boss Starkiller is ever gonna get old ever.
No.
It's
It
like Dear Sister. It's never gonna stop
Oh my
being funny.
god, that's my other favorite.
Speaking of sisters,
What'd
my
you say?
speaking of sisters, my sister does love Lupin Yellow a lot.
Yes, because she's a fan of her actress.
Yeah, and she also loves like how everyone's so expressive in the show.
Cool.
God, I'm deleting this picture so awful.
That's okay. It will live on.
No!
Yeah, it'll live on forever on Discord.
Alright, let's go to build.
Be the one, we'll make a way.
And save that picture for the 100th time. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, when you guys just at my wedding. Oh, look at this lovely picture. Like,
No,
I'll be
that's
like,
The
oh,
fucking slideshow.
Yeah,
It's just the same picture 30 times.
it's on every table.
I
No,
just
it's like-
applied
it's like-
Photoshop filters
It's
to it.
on the beer bottles.
It's like that scene of Family Guy. Oh, and then there's a one-time God. You just see God in like in the stance. Oh, here we go again.
Okay, build episode 24. Banjo gets disgusting fan art in the recap.
Oh yeah, that.
Wait, you got fan art?
Did you? I don't know if it was actual fan art, but didn't you see it?
No.
No.
Yeah, like when Banjo complains about not being the focus.
I was too busy talking to Emily than paying attention to the recap.
Wait, what? Is that what was going on?
Yeah. When you and me were having a conversation earlier, I was
Oh,
watching build.
I don't even remember what I said.
So basically, the episode opens up. Rogue is Gentoku, shocker of the fucking century.
I apologize to interrupt. That doesn't make sense. But do you have a pen or a writing utensil?
I have a pen. I'll be right back.
I have an apple.
Fuck you.
No.
Apple
You
pen.
know what, Lane, for saying that? You can go get me a drink from downstairs.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I was gonna go get some water, so I'll get you a drink.
Just bring up.
Later, we're
Yes.
recording.
Okay.
No, Anthony put that in.
There
Okay.
you go.
What is it?
Oh my
What?
god. So good. Someone needs to also put Dan in there and make it like
Oh yeah,
No,
put Dan's face in the corner, just him
No,
going like,
you gotta-
ah!
You gotta add Kaito's depressed face in there
And
as
also,
well.
Oh, yeah, when he falls.
And also, crying Stinger. All
And
around.
This is asking a bit too much. If you can, Kinji taking a selfie with the Ninja Star Burger.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the greatest thing I've ever
If
seen.
you can do all that, I'll make it the thumbnail.
Oh God! God!
No! Look what you started!
Fuck me.
I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't.
So,
intend-
anyways, we get into Gentoku's origins of how he became Kamen Rider Rogue, and it was pretty fucking intense and awesome, and I loved it, every second of it.
It starts with Gentoku pointing the steam gun at Nariaki, and it ends with him bowing to him.
Okay. So the pen's downstairs. I gotta go get a pen from downstairs.
No, you don't need to get a pen from.
T'Challa doesn't need Doritos.
Yes, he does.
Stop it!
I fight for Doritos.
We will no longer live in the shadows. First rule, I want some chips.
I want some Doritos.
Second rule, I want a 4K remaster of Back to the Future.
So Nariaki...
What?
Fuck off!
God, Ichi, this is better when it was just you and I.
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
So Nariaki decides to work out some issues he's been having. Like he's like stepping on his hand and shit, and I'm just thinking, this is for shooting me off a bridge, you fucker!
Yeah, like steps on his hand. He's just
And
like,
even
"Ah!"
worse, for making me work late!
Yeah. And so apparently, like, I guess Gentoku's like hazard level isn't high enough to be able to use a Slash driver.
So they
somehow.
literally torture him to level him up.
Yeah, and then eventually he just literally
Cracks.
and just stops giving a fuck. And that's when he finally becomes Kamen Rider Rogue. And then we just see him like
Oh, thank you.
shirt off, Slash driver on, and Puts it in the
No,
pocket.
he wasn't shirtless. He had the blue prisoner outfit on.
Oh,
He
okay.
was tied up and bleeding and
Chained up?
dripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, chained up, not tied up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam,
No,
bam,
no.
bam. And then he transforms, and then he's just like, I'm Kamen Rider Rogue, motherfuckers.
And then he's
I
just
really
like,
like
you
the word.
finally awakened.
I really like the word rogue. Can you fucking tell?
Well, he was already Knight Rogue.
How can
And
you
he can't be
be?
Kamen Rider Knight. That just sounds weird.
Well,
There is a
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Knight.
Well, with a K.
No, but not that kind of Knight.
That'd be fucked up if they did that.
Fighting
So it would
evil
be
by Croc
Naito
Knight.
and Knight. No, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. That would be really
Okay,
confusing.
so the joke that I have with the fragile sticker on the back of his head,
Uh-huh.
I like to make the joke that Toei forgot to take it off.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, Toei's like, hang on. What the hell's that? Oh,
What are
sorry, sir. The helmet's
It
not.
arrived from the production factory like that.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll leave it on. He's Crocodile theme. He's Crocodile Dundee.
He's crocodile.
He's crack-a-lackin'.
Oh,
I really want to tell you to get out.
you just came back.
There's the
in.
door.
Also, Soichi being fucking Soichi was just like annoying the shit out of him on purpose. Trying to trigger him.
you're not gonna be a Kamen Rider. Oh.
It's your little bitch!
One thing I do want to mention, I do like the setup for Kamen Rider Rogue. Showing up in episode 22 at like the very end. Episode 23 is a build up to the mystery of who he is. And then episode 23 is the reveal. No, sorry, episode 24 is the reveal.
Well, he was revealed at the end of 23.
Well, you didn't see his face.
Yes, you did.
No, he
You did?
literally dehensions at the end, and he's like, "Oh, I'm
okay, sorry. Episode 24 then would be like the origin.
yeah."
22 was the tease. 23 was the reveal. 24 is the explanation.
Hi, Kylo Ren.
Right?
Kylo Ren.
Oh, son of a bitch!
I gotta stop doing this.
Hey!
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
It's the only way you can become what you were meant to be.
Ah! Gentoku is Kylo Ren!
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of genuinely like that quote.
Can someone in the chat, if they can they take a picture of Kamen Rider Rogue and put Kylo Ren's head on it, like his mask?
Like, yeah, like Kamen Rider Ren.
Yeah.
No. And then, Gentoku's dad is Supreme Leader Snoke. Take that ridiculous mask off!
Take
Oh
that
my
ridiculous belt off.
You used to be such a nice
I
boy!
feel really bad for his dad because
Right?
seeing all this happen just.
He literally, like...
I'm waiting for him to get like a
He goes-
blade through the chest
He
like
goes
Han
to the van,
Solo.
goes to the Bad Dad's fucking office, and he's just like, I'm gonna kill.
He points-
Don't get in my fucking way.
He points the gun at him, which is the prop gun, by the way, not the toy gun.
Yeah,
So it looks giant.
That weirded me out, actually.
I will not hesitate, bitch!
I will not hesitate, bitch.
And what someone noticed is that when Bat Dad like keys in the code to release the Pandora's box, he does it with his middle finger,
Yeah.
almost like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Well, that doesn't actually really mean anything.
Gar.
to the band.
Takuri, is that an orphanage? Yeah, I'm calling the fives. 555. Standing by.
Oh, is that a weed? Is that what that
I'm
was?
calling the.
Is that a police? I'm calling the weed!
420 when you smoke.
I still don't know what that joke is.
It's a
I'll
vine.
show you the vine.
Okay.
He like has like a dog toy and is like, is that a weed? And then he calls the cops on the microwave.
Okay.
It's weird.
So we
You're
just
getting baked in the microwave.
so we cut over to Mito from Sato, who's actually listening into this conversation happening.
And he's such a pimp.
Which confirms that he did somehow sneak a listening device into Toto.
Yeah, he's got a spy.
We don't know if he actually has a spy or if like he just had a device planted.
Tiny people.
It's Sawa!
Yes, tiny people.
Fucking wouldn't surprise
She's
me.
a triple agent!
Where the fuck is she been?
Cause no, think of it. She was working for Namba as like a double agent to like help, and Namba's now working for Sato. So
This is starting to sound like a really bad comic book.
If
plot.
that's true, what a fucking bitch!
I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
I never
know.
liked her much.
Man, this
No one likes Sawa.
man, this whole
No one likes Millhouse.
this whole government political
I like
whose side
Millhouse.
you on thing starting to feel like a freaking Spider-Man relationship. First you have this character liking this one, then you have this character liking that one, but then she has feelings for this one. Then yeah,
But
it's too much.
So Sento puts flowers out for.
I want to know
Kiba
what the
and Alba.
Canadians feel about this. Like
We
in
are
the
Canadian.
history books, are they gonna be like, oh yeah, and then in the summer of 2007, Japan's greatest astronaut created the skywall, and they're like, I want to see a globe from America that shows the skywall on Japan.
I have a question though. What happened to Hokuto lady?
Tajimi?
Yeah.
They arrested her.
No, I know, but what happened to her after that?
I mean, they didn't show it, so all we can assume is that they have her in custody.
Giggity.
fucking
She
tortured
okay?
her.
Wouldn't surprise me.
They turned her into a smash.
I'm fully ready for that to happen.
And then she's just gonna be like, kill me! Kill me!
Do it now!
Kill me! Put me back in the kiln.
Thank you for letting me use your pen. I needed to do this drawing.
It looks like fucking Kirsty.
So Sento puts out flowers for Alba and Kiba.
Oh yeah, Kiba's dead.
Yeah, Kiba's dead.
Sad owl.
I'm actually sad about that.
Did you guys hear my reference that I made about, like...
The guy who plays him should do voice acting, because his voice is very distinctive and it would be good for a lot of characters.
Did you guys, like, hear my thing that I said last week about how, like, each of them are gonna die?
Lane, you know that I don't listen to the actual episode. I just listen to the bit.
Okay.
What do you mean?
So, I said that Stag, he's a bug, so he got squished. That's why he got destroyed so easily. Owl got shot down like a hunter, like shooting down its
Bambi's
prey.
mom.
And then, okay, I actually never seen Bambi.
Oh,
Spoilers!
Oh, spoilers!
Yeah, I know. And then it goes into like these birds chirping in like this little happy song. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
so
la, la,
so then Castle's gonna get like stormed or thrown off a cliff or something.
He's gonna get trampled.
He's gonna get.
Operation
I can-
Trebuchet.
I can take that in a very weird place, but I'm not gonna.
No, just replace his head over. Okay, this is what you
What
do.
the fuck? No, come on.
This is what you.
Stop calling attention to it. This thing's doing enough work.
This is what you do. You take the scene where all the wildebeests are charging after Simba,
I really love that picture,
no.
Jim.
and then you put Castle's guy face over Simba, and he's being chased by ex-soldiers or by guardians
Oh god.
with
Anyway.
the music in the background. Zool, motherfucker, Zool.
So while Sento is putting out flowers, Stark shows up. He's like, "I gotta take them bottles back you borrowed." Fuck you.
Sento's like, lol, nope.
Oh no.
Excuse me.
So Sento responds to fighting Stark with his base form, but then we cut the commercial, and when he comes back, he's in sparkling,
Yeah, because it's like, Rabbit Tank is not gonna work.
right? But Stark gives him a swift kick to the face and proceeds to reclaim a few bottles, including Hachi, Submarine,
photo of
Spider,
that, too.
Fridge, and Phoenix Robo.
Don't move him. No.
And twice this episode, he goes from sparkling to hazard,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, this would have been a good opportunity to try Rabbit Tank Sparkling Hazard, maybe.
And he goes does better. He goes Kaizoku Resha Hazard, and like, I was always like,
Yeah.
because like Kaizoku Resha is like my favorite of like Build's normal best matches. So I was like, oh, it would be awesome if he went Kaizoku Resha Hazard. It was probably never gonna happen. And then he did, and I was like, oh!
Yeah, like, I was just feeling like, oh, we could have gotten Sparkling Hazard, and then he does that, I'm like, no, that's fine, I'll take this!
Yeah, no, cool.
And this is where I actually follow something.
Hmm?
The gimmicks for Kamen Riders now are pointless. Because, or at least like the first toy catalogs are pointless.
Yep.
Because after December, they just keep getting power-ups.
Yeah.
They get a lot of them.
Hello, X-Aid.
Yeah, hello, Gaim.
Sounds like you've been hazard triggered.
Triggered as I'm drinking Orange Pop.
So, as Sento is fighting Stark, he proclaims that Sento is now level 4.4. So my immediate question is, could he successfully use this class driver now?
Probably, but whatever.
He probably won't do it.
It's not in the
Sento's
budget.
enough of a boss, he doesn't need to.
Right?
Ichi, it's not in the budget.
And
But I'm actually legit sad we're probably never gonna see regular Cross ever again, especially since Ryuga, mastered the Slash driver. So
Magma.
no,
Magma.
that's not regular Cross.
No, but it is using the build
Yeah,
driver.
I know he is, but I'm.
He might use it and like go up from there. You know what I mean?
We'll see.
But I agree that I would like to see regular Cross again. But Stark makes a mention of something that I feel will become very important later. He wants Sento to achieve a certain hazard level for some sort of purpose.
To give him more power-ups.
I'm just ready for this to be some sort of like Ovan scenario where he wants Bill to get powerful enough to destroy him, to free him from his curse.
What curse?
He was obviously taken over by
How would
something on
destroying
Mars.
Sento cure him of whatever he got
No,
from Pandora's box?
Sento needs to get strong enough to defeat Stark to free him.
Oh.
So then Kazumi decides to join up with Sento, being like, you know what, we might as well team up. I have no home anymore.
So exactly as expected.
Yeah, so Grease is one of the good guys now.
And
Bad
now-
Grease.
And now he insists on being called Kazumin. And they're like, no, we're not
Oh,
doing,
yes,
no, we're not doing
me.
It kind of does sound like.
And he like wants to date fucking Misora so
that.
bad.
Oh, yeah, she's a net idol.
Yeah.
That moment when
But
he
Ryuga's
had
just like,
a-
no, fuck you.
That moment when he had a pillow of me tan.
Oh, that was creepy.
That's when I would just turn my head and be like, oh my fucking god.
And you watch, they'll release that pillow.
Oh my goodness,
Oh my
premium
goodness,
Bandai
no.
Mitan pillow.
Right?
Oh no.
I would buy
Oh,
it.
no. You would.
I would buy it just to do a Grease cosplay.
Mitanda!
And we gotta go to Con Bravo to
I want to go to Con Bravo for the first time this year.
Oh, you haven't been?
I've never been.
Oh, it's
to
a great
I've
time.
never
You should
been.
go
I've
with
heard it's great, and the people from Channel Awesome are there.
Yeah.
But I always chicken out because it's so close to Fan Expo and Anime North that I have no money.
do it.
Come along, it's fun.
Come on.
We're media there.
Yeah, and so then we get the show where it's like, oh shit, like,
Sorry for the
the
intro.
Gear Brothers are attacking or something like that, and so then they all...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Before we get to that, though,
Oh.
we get this scene where, like, Misora and Sento are talking, and she does what I like to call going all Majora on Sento, where she tries to cheer him up by, like, it zooms into her face, and she, like, squishes her face, and
Yeah.
it's almost shot like it's a scene from Majora's Mask where he's, like, putting on or taking off the mask.
Oh jeez.
And it gets all close up and weird camera and like ah!
And I like that we actually get like a chuckle out of Sento, and then Misora's just like, you used to find that funnier when you were like,
Yeah.
but it was she was happy at least that she got something out of it. And then we got love and peace,
and the peace.
And that triggers her thing to.
Yeah, apparently that was like a keyword for a
Peace.
bracelet to take her over.
And then she
or
becomes
maybe
a
it was
pretty
just
girl.
really a coincidence that it just happened.
Is it please? Bender, stop trying to blow up the earth. Thank you. You're welcome. And chicken. I'm okay.
Antiquing?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The words he was likely to say.
So yes, the Washio Bros be pummeling the robots.
So
Okay,
we.
no. Is it me? Or does one of the brothers look like a chick?
A little bit.
No! You know what he looks like? Looks like freaking Super Teenage Warhead.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah.
You know, the stupidest hero name ever.
I thought it
Well,
was
that's
kind
just
of a
what
cool
Deadpool
name.
calls her.
Well, it's better.
Can we switch names?
It's better than Taserface.
I think Taserface is better.
Taserface.
Taserface.
Taserface!
So anyways, we get this hilarious shot of just like all the riders running and then like the castle smash with them and just it's so dumb looking.
Yeah,
And I was
I
like,
like
Castle,
it.
don't
Or
run!
it's like,
I thought it was fun.
you know what, at this point, guys, why don't you get a bike? Oh, right. You do have a bike.
Don't!
On that point,
Jesus!
there's like it's a little bit ahead, but there's this one like so Rogue like busts out Phoenix and like flies to another area, and everyone chases after him except Cross misses grabbing onto Castle's legs,
And then he runs.
and he fucking runs to
No,
the
no,
next battlefield. I'm like,
no.
there are several bikes you could have used, you stupid fucker,
You're the one that stole a bike to get away in the first episode.
right?
I'm surprised that Sento just didn't go, oh, here's your own build phone that can
Right.
turn to a bike.
That. Or, as he's flying away, just throw his phone at Sento.
And you know, if he wants to lock it away, he can just insert the lock button.
No, you know what it is?
Ha!
It's like Sonic Heroes when one of your teammates like falls off the edge. So then there's just like the logo around them, so you can't use them. Go to the next area. Who are you? Also, I need it back in my room. I forgot my phone.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, it was just so fucking silly just seeing the cast of Smash run.
And
like that.
I didn't notice it while it was happening, but I guess Rogue must have picked up the brothers on his way out. Because, like, as, like, Phoenix turns off, you see him just drop the brothers onto the ground. I'm like, when? Okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, to quote Fearless, great continuity.
Continuity error!
But yeah, so, like,
Do something!
he like, Sensei, like, talks to Gentoku more, and he's just like, why the fuck are you doing all this? And he's just like, for revenge and stuff, and he's like, no, fuck that.
No, I just want to rule all you stupid fuckers.
I want to create a new beginning. Oh, guys, he's one of those villains.
I'm joining the winning team.
Alright. And then he proceeds to crack up finish Sento right into the fucking wall, which causes an explosion. Doesn't this look familiar? It's just like how Sparkling defeated Night Rogue.
Yeah.
Except in reverse.
It was an awesome shot, though.
Who directed this? Michael Bay.
Damn it!
I'm going to destroy Kamen Rider franchise next. First Transformers, now Kamen Rider. What's next? Super Sentai?
And so the episode ends with Misora walking onto the battlefield barefoot and green-eyed. Which means next week we're finally going to know what the deal is with the bracelet.
She's Venus
I'm
Demilo.
really looking forward to finding that out since the beginning. Is that weird?
No, that's been one of the mysteries since
I
the show
also
started.
think that I just like bracelet-based magical devices or transformation devices. So.
Which is another reason you need to get into Dot Hack, because Data Drain is a bracelet ability that is very prevalent throughout the series. Right? I like bracelets too.
Magic Band.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm not wearing them more. Forget.
And according to the preview, it looks like next week the last of the Hazard Smash goes down as well.
How could this happen
Rip
to me?
Castle.
The castle will fall!
The castle will fall! Well,
I'm trying to think of a solo Grease joke. I can't. And nothing's coming to me. I can't think of any good songs from Grease that
tell me
involve.
more, tell me
No,
more.
no, no.
Does he look?
Does he look?
Does he
like
look
I've
like
seen
a
that
bitch?
because when I first saw
Does he
that,
have a good belt?
I freaking died.
Does he look like a bitch?
Yes.
Tell me more, tell me more. Cause he looks like a drag. No, cause he sounds like a drag.
I have
Dragon?
to say that the tell me more gif is one of my favorite reactions to someone saying something and wanting to be. I'm sorry.
But does he have a car?
I keep looking at this.
Like, does he have a bike?
Well, he never uses it, and sometimes it's a phone.
Oh well, Tell me more, tell me more. Well, yeah, okay, I don't know where I was going.
I don't know, but I would love to do a whole tell me more about Toku.
But tell me more, tell me more.
New
Did
Toku
the
show.
Cares
Tell me
Actor
more
die?
about Toku.
Tell me more, tell me
I
more.
was gonna say we should have
Did
like
it
a
get season two?
Grease-themed Kamen Rider, and then I realized Forza.
Like,
I
does
need,
he...
I need to make that a music video now. Get to her.
Tell me more, tell me more. Does he have lots of forms?
There we go.
I love it.
Hey, could you hook me up with a... No. Could you get me a roll?
Yeah.
Alrighty, on to Lupin Pat.
Lupinranger!
So, the Patrangers arrive at the bistro, and
They're there to eat.
They're there to eat.
Yeah,
and drink,
I
just
knew
like
that
you.
was
Yeah.
what it was gonna be.
I love the part where he like dramatically raises his hand. Just
Yeah, like
for 3
he's about to
please.
go for his versus VS changer, and then he's just like, table for 3.
I'm like, that was a little...
I wanted to find out what they were gonna order, but then they had to leave.
Right?
I like to know what characters' favorite foods are.
There were so many shots of like Keiichiro's face. His face went from like defeated and tired to just fucking scary.
No, and okay, again, I need someone, because I want to keep this as a permanent GIF. I need someone in the chat to make a GIF of just that one, like, just zoom in on Keiichiro's face, just like all serious looking. Like that was
with the Kill
amazing.
Bill music, like.
Yeah.
Well, my first thought when I saw the scene in episode 2 though was, and he looked at me,
and
and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him.
So, Eureka hides the good striker in the soup, like, she goes back to it and it's gone.
The soup's gone.
The soup left!
Guys, we're out of soup. Oh shit! Just run out of the store. And then order
Soup!
Yes. Why are you shopping for good striker at the soup store?
Fuck you! And still I lie awake.
Just more soup. Go to the next one.
And still I lie awake wondering about the soup that got away.
The goodie that got away.
This is so dumb. I
I
love it.
made the wrong choice.
Toma really has a fucking stick up his ass, I have to say.
Oh! I hate
Wait,
him
wait,
because of this.
Wait. Who's Toma?
The blue
Blue
guy.
one.
Because he, like, is very up about, like, let's steal their fucking guns!
Close, but not the right one. The one in the restaurant. It actually, like, zooms in on him.
Well, that's the gif of you telling them wrong.
Yeah, and we also learned this episode that Kogure is a fucking ninja.
Who?
The butler.
Oh.
Poofs in and out like
Yeah.
He is really sketchy. There is something going on with him.
evil! Evil! Evil!
We're evil! Stupid!
Watch that be like Dogranio's human form or some shit.
Oh.
The Don is helping both the team because he wants both of them to lead the world.
I don't know.
That would actually be kind of interesting if it came down to the two of them having to fight to who becomes the leader. And then they both turn on him.
I want the Blu-ray miniseries to be Aqua Red.
No,
to the side.
no.
Don't worry about Emily.
No.
Don't worry about it.
So
I want Aqua Red
That
to
really didn't
decide
happen, though.
who is the true 42nd Super Sentai team.
I feel like that's something
gonna
they'll
be
do
it.
in like one of the side specials, seeing as the Zoogers one was so fucking meta.
I want I want the Akiba Rangers to come back.
Right?
5-year anniversary. Make it happen.
But yeah, there's more and more evidence about Kogure being up to something because when they tell him that the Patrangers have VS Changers, he not only isn't surprised, but his brush-off response is like, I'll look into it. He, like, something's going on there.
What if he's Hilltop?
No.
I don't think that is the thing.
No.
The Patrangers seem to be very
no.
familiar with Hilltop, so I don't think that he's someone who recently appeared.
So who's our gangler for this week?
Namero Bacho,
I kind of like him.
a giant slug thing.
You know
a
what
weird
he looks
snail
like?
monster.
He looks like a like old timey Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figure.
I could see him being something in the Turtles Rogue Gallery.
Yeah.
Welcome to Squid Slug. He shoots his atomic squid.
Atomic Sludge.
Yeah, his atomic sludge at the turtles. Watch out, turtles, or it'll end up on your pizza. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I just
From
remember.
Playmates.
They
I
don't
just-
seem to care about their pizza because they throw it right at the screen.
I just remember from Turtles in Time. Ah! I just took a shower. When they get hit by the Clayface monster.
Yeah, so he makes like a giant, turns a building to a
That's
giant
big
statue of
stuff.
Danya Boone, and it's fucking awesome.
Danya Boone.
That's what I call the villain.
Dogranio Yabun. We can just call him the Don for short.
Yeah, Danya
The-
Boone.
Okay, so Paul was here when we watched a few episodes of
Yeah.
Lupinranger, Patranger.
Yeah.
He was making Marlon Brando jokes, and it was
Oh,
Yep.
Did
glorious.
he finally see the green caster?
Yes, he did. He loved it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just nervous.
Just
but
the Don shows up. It's like, he made me. You come to me on the day of my 999th birthday.
And they're like, he's like, oh, he made a statue of me. That's nice.
So apparently his thing is using his like poison sludge to sculpt buildings.
And he's an art forger.
I
Yeah.
kind of like that. I like the idea that he's like an artist guy who forges paintings.
I
or
like the
whatever.
idea that all of the ganglers have like human jobs, and by jobs I mean criminal activities.
Yep.
Human criminal.
Because Garado was an art and jewel, or was like a jewel thief.
God, I hope one of them's not a Flasher.
Want to buy a sundial?
Oh
That'd
man!
be awkward as fuck.
Yeah,
So the Lupinrangers and the Power Rangers go to fight it, and so like Sakuya is
I
like,
really think he'd even consider a flasher to be a successor.
so Sakuya is like trying his absolute best to like fight or whatever like that, but he
Because he's a newbie, he gets gooed up.
he gets screwed up. He gets his VS changer stolen at one point. But
Oh my
then
God, that was awesome.
Tsukasa, being the amazing badass chick that she is, freaking just swiped it out of his hands and put it. But then he tosses it to Sakuya, but then Sakuya's just like, oh shit, I missed it because I'm a goofball.
I'm surprised he didn't like unhench it after getting it taken.
No, because to dehension, I believe you have to go like that, and you have to actually take the trigger machine out of it. So.
I know. Gun changers have always had iffy rulings on like what counts as losing the ability.
Except for then you can think about when like that Gadoshu or whatever just kind of like took Kaito's DN changer and then just DN driver or whatever, and then just fucking dehension because of that.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
I was looking at some information on this monster of the week.
Mm-hmm.
He voices Brajira from Gosager, who is my all-time favorite Sentai villain.
Okay. Oh. Well, he's gone downhill from here. So yeah, after that scene, like the Lupinrangers bail, and I absolutely love the shot of Patra and Ichigo just running and screaming into the Mega Bow.
Yeah. No. Again, like I love how over the top serious he is.
So according to Ranger Wiki, his design is based on a slug sitting on a leaf.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh,
okay.
And yeah, sorry, Grotto was an arsonist as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So then, yeah, Sakuya gets scooped up, whatever, and, like, yeah, Keiichiro tries, like, running after the gangler, but then, like, Scott's like, oh, Sakuya, and he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, god damn it, Sakuya, and he gets, like, and then later on, they're back at the base, or whatever, like that, and, like, Sakuya is actually legit trying to, like, apologize for, like, you know, his actions, and Keiichiro's just like, the fuck's with that attitude? And then, like, Scott's just like, the man's trying to apologize for messing up, he's sorry, and, like, it's just like, fine, and then they get an emergency, and then they have to go off again.
Emergency!
But they get, like, a...
No, what happens is Kairi uses a voice changer app and, like, baits them to go into Namero's trap.
I liked the voice he used.
That was cool.
It was kind of, like, really sassy and snarky.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so then they go off, whatever, but then, like, Sakuya's, like, kind of unsure if he should go along, and then Hilltop, like, he's about to go, and Hilltop stops him, and Hilltop's just like, you know what? Even if you messed up at work, you make up for it when you at your next mission, and give it your all. That's all we ask of you.
I actually found that line a little bit personally inspiring.
Yeah, and that's what, you know what? That's the type of person I was hoping Hilltop would be. Just, you know, full of positive influence.
I have to admit that from the first episode, I thought the most relatable character was Sakuya. Even more so when he started just screwing up everything, because I understand. But it was really cool when Hilltop gave him that advice, and he ended up
giving his all.
breaking out of the thing. I think that's something. I know it seems like such a silly thing that's so obvious, like give it your best shot, but I think
no, that's usually a good motivator. And I can tell that with development like this, if he keeps up, like by the end of this series, Sakuya is going to be like a absolute pro.
Yeah.
So, and he'll no longer need to be green.
So the Patrangers literally beat down Bacho's door, and he proceeds to activate what I can only describe as the goo button.
And they get gooped, and...
The goop!
And,
I can only think one thing, and I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Keiichiro
really
in a very silly way, like with his butt stuck up in the air. Sakuya is more normal. And then we get to Tsukasa, and just... I won't get into it, but
there's
already
like
Rule 34 pictures, and we will not show them here, but like... God.
It's in. Okay, let's put it this way. It's in our Discord chat's not safe for Sentai section.
All I could think when you guys said you pressed the goop button was this, and I feel really bad about it.
It's the nut button meme.
Nut.
That's basically what happens.
Yeah, and then it's great. Like, and what's funny is the Lupinrangers made them go first because they knew it was going to be a trap,
so they could spring the trap on them.
Umika's like, oh, it was a trap. Wow, good job.
I feel like this is going to be a thing going on where they're just going to keep Umika in the dark just so she can react to shit.
Ooh.
It's like she's a famous idol or something like that all the girls...
No, I know, but I think it's insulting that, like, Kairi does all this shit and, like, plans it. Toma is always able to pick up on it, but Umika's just like, oh, what's going on? Oh, you did the thing! Hooray! Woo! This is what everyone watching this show should be saying!
Oh.
I realize it's filling a role, but I feel like it's
also
insulting.
also kids show.
No, so while looking up the villains on Ranger Wiki, I know that, so apparently
Tell us about the villains, Gar.
the motif this year is that living object with like non-living object. So you got
So they're build.
yeah. So like the green guy, green
That's
general.
Destro.
Yeah.
That's true.
Apparently he is
Watermelon and grenade.
Yeah. His motif is based on hand grenade and a what's that?
Please don't say dildo.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Dilophosaurus.
Oh, dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, and same with the Don. He's also based on a Tyrannosaurus Rex,
well-
or a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a knife.
I could tell by his face that he was a dinosaur. He honestly looks like Voltron from Mega Man ZX Advent.
For a
So
second
they
there, I thought you
took
said Voltron.
what's his face from Dino Chart or Dino Thunder and just made him better.
Mezzagog?
Yeah,
Kinda.
I love Mezzagog.
Yeah, but you can never
Mezzagog's
replace
in
him.
This guy's like Mezzagog's granddaddy.
Speaking of replacements, did anyone notice that we basically have the second coming of Pizza and Aria this season?
Oh, Ghost Lumetto?
No, but she doesn't do finger slotting.
No,
so
but
I don't-
instead,
instead
instead
she
she has
put-
the coolest theme song. She shows up and just goes.
Oh,
yeah,
But apparently she is suit acted by the person that did Naria.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
sounds
So
right.
it is the second coming of Naria.
Pizzenaria.
I'm pretty sure we talked about that on Extra.
I'm
So-
sorry about calling her Pizza.
Oh, and we get some more backstory about Toma. So like he didn't know how to cook at first, and then his
Anyone can
girlfriend slash fiance kind of like got him into it, and then she's like, "Oh, I'd love for you to cook for me at least like once a week," and then he's like, "I'll cook for you every day," and then flashes an engagement ring at her, and then that's how they became engaged.
Like, it was so nonchalant. He just, like, opens the little box with the ring and just puts it on the table, and I'm like, it's kind of a half-assed
no,
proposal.
but he said a really nice line of like, "I'll cook for you every day for the rest of our lives." And then we get to see the extension of like what happened. So like she was out looking for like dresses or something, and then she's on the phone with them, and then you hear like ah, and that's when Toma goes running to
That's
her.
when Captain Icy Pop Friezo Amigo goes and kills her.
Friso Amigo, I like that.
Friezo Amigo.
Amigo. And then we got
That's
a
terrible.
long distance. Then
That's
we get
genuinely terrible. I'm upset.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just made that up.
I am the Friso Amigo.
I'm just thinking about like those old Pop-Tarts commercials where it's like you can freeze them and eat them.
I love those. Oh, the Yeti.
Yeah.
And then we get a long distance shot of
It
the
also-
face Toma made.
Also,
and I'm
sort
just
of
like, it
reminds me of
wasn't the
Timo
same.
Supremo.
Friso Amigo.
So, there
Amigo.
was one. So they start fighting after the trap gets set off, and Bacho, apparently one of his abilities is he just like sculpts a fucking arrow rain of spears and just fucking fires them off.
And then what does Toma do?
Toma, like a badass, just grabs one and fucking parries the rest of them.
Parries the rest of them, and then launches a few of them into a bunch of mooks beside him, and then they all get impaled and
The
explode.
podmen.
That was some sick trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was that I was leading up to? Oh, so the Lupin collection item that they steal from him, that's the one they based off of the Auric the Conqueror toy. And,
It's like a little statue.
yeah, and according to Shuhi Bikase in our chat, the name of that treasure is Kiafe Ki, which it translates to Who Made Who, which of course is a tribute to O-Ranger.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Oh, Ninja.
And then so Sakuya gets his motivation, and then he does a really cool thing where he like shoots his Megalobo whatever into over it, slashes his arm free, and then
Which is really weird since it's not a slashing weapon.
Yeah, I know, and also he basically directly shoots at Sango, and she's somehow fine.
And then apparently if you shoot at the goo,
Shoot the goo!
It disappears, and then their suits are automatically fine and clean.
Leap to our doom.
Hashtag shoot the goo, you guys.
Share it with your parents. Share it with your friends.
No, thank you.
With the Ganglers, ooze, the fun never ends.
Odd.
And I love that he just like after he frees him, he's like, Praise me more! I respond well with positive reinforcement, sir!
And Keiichiro's like, oh, okay.
Pats on head.
Good work.
Good boy.
Good book.
But yeah, so we also just, as they chase down Namero, we get to see the Lupinrangers version of Patranger.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Yeah, because like I don't know if
I don't
want to be inside
It's a
you!
little bit
Kyrie's just
unfair
like
that only Red gets
Kyrie's
it,
just
though.
like, oh,
Right?
let's fucking try it. So then they try it, and then you just see like,
It actually does like a sequence of them like attempting to do it, and I'm like, this is a lot of work to put into something.
and then we just hear like this like, ha 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 ha, like evil laughter or whatever,
It's Lupin.
and then it turns the Lupinrangers into a 5-man Sentai team. And I think the joke is supposed to be like when it comes to like thieves and stuff, like the more there are, like the better thieves are.
What are the odds that in Q Ranger episode 3, Shishi Red gets the duplication Q
Futago?
Oh.
and in the 3rd episode, Lupin Ranger and Patranger, Lupin Red gets a doppelganger.
Wow.
And yeah, so summons like 2 more Lupin Reds, and it's just they're all awkwardly staying there for like a good, I swear, like 15-20 seconds, and it's just like, huh. And they all look over at each other like, huh? And it's like, what the?
I wanted so bad for them to do the thing where they just like make the same motions at each other, like they're trying to figure out if they're looking at a mirror.
And like, and the actual Lupin Red, like in the middle, just has his arms crossed, just like head tilted to the sides, going like, what the fuck?
I really like that, or the actual Lupin Red has the changer, but one of the clones has the Itadaki Kaitou in the sword mode, and the other one has it in the grabby mode.
Yep.
That's what I'm calling it because I don't know what it's
I'm
actually
not
called.
going to lie, I know you guys were talking about the toys being dumb for the megaphone that the Patrangers
The Mega
use,
Bow, yeah.
but I actually kind of really like it. I haven't
And
seen the
you're
toys,
welcome
so
to.
I don't know how bad
It's
the toy
probably
is.
going to be like really small.
It makes like a stick hitting noise,
But
and
the
then
fact that
The stick, make a
they
whistling sound.
literally just talk into it, and they can make the mooks just line up, and then they just zap them with the shock baton. That's so cool.
yeah, so what they do with it is cool, but I just don't like the overall like.
Plus,
look
it probably
of
won't work on the Monsters of the Week.
No,
I was gonna say it probably won't work. I thought you were gonna say it probably won't work in real life. And I was gonna say, so
I hope not.
I'm able to speak into it and make people do my bidding.
Gar, make
What?
me a sandwich.
Gar, do the dishes!
He
I
would
will
do
hate
that
you.
every
Trump,
day.
stop being president! He just gets up and leaves.
No, Trump is the monster of the week. It won't work. I'm sorry. That
Or like
was
monster
so
of the
obvious.
year.
4 years, that
His,
is!
his monster motif is President, hairpiece.
I
Best match.
actually don't hate Donald Trump. I think he's kind of insane, but I don't think he's evil.
I say it once and I'll say it again. Trump is more of a businessman than
He's running
leader
America
of
like
the
a
free
Like a
world.
business.
Let's
Yeah,
not
you're
get
right.
political
Okay.
on this
Oh,
show.
we're getting political. Anyways,
And welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger,
so-
we talk about political then.
So I don't know if there's like a name for what the Lupinrangers do with the Good Striker. I don't know if there's a name for him
there
being in three
there
forms.
has to be. I'll look at it.
Yeah, we'll have to check on that. I never looked it up.
But yeah, so then they do like a Keisatsu attack.
Itadaki Strike,
Yeah.
which is way more awesome than the Ichigeki Strike,
Well,
I think.
Well, for me personally, I really like the Ichigeki Strike because it was exactly what it needed to be. Just a giant, quick, we're done with you blast.
But no, like the way
Police
that
brutality.
all three of them fire off a different style of attack, and like it's almost like they fucking strike rated the Itadaki Kaitou.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. So yeah, they defeat Namero, and of course Lumedo comes up and re-oozes him. That's the term I'm going to use because he's getting reused
Reused.
with ooze.
Yep.
So
You
re-oozed.
have to do the Ifanus voice just one time.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Welcome to my nightmare!
You do it so perfectly. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, Emily, this will be interesting.
Oh, what is
So,
it?
Good Striker is voiced by Yuji Mitsuya, who previously voiced as Joker in Smile Pretty Precurary.
Oh no, not the sexual harassment monster.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yeah, Joker got kind of.
Harassment Joker.
Yeah, he got kind of really creepy with 14-year-old girls, which is why he's so popular in the fandom. I'm not gonna lie,
Which is
that's-
why he became the most popular
I'm not
character in
gonna
the
lie,
franchise.
that's why he's really popular.
Wow.
Especially people who ship him with Cure Beauty because he basically
Seduces her.
no, he traps her in a cage and gets very creepily seductive with her. I've seen some really bad pictures of that, and it makes me upset.
Oh no.
I understand the idea is Joker's supposed to be like a wild card, creepy villain guy, and it wasn't meant to actually be sexual.
Yeah, at least
but
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, to quote Phase Core, well, goody.
Well,
wait a minute. Wait, are you saying Goody and Joker?
No, but yeah, Goody is voiced by Joker.
looking cool, Joker.
You process that while we keep talking. So the Patrons board their trigger machines, and we get PatKaizer.
Wait. I formed the head.
You sure did, Gar.
Yeah, I'm the head.
So I do like PatKaizer. I'm not too big on the head just because he has like the back of the trigger machine.
Why doesn't he have a police hat?
I think that's what they're trying to go
It's
for,
like,
but it
no,
really
that's
doesn't look that well.
Yeah,
No.
we're looking at the toy
Because
right
the
now.
top hat on Lupinranger looks so cool, and
Right?
the
Although it's juxtaposed by having other hats on his shoulders.
Wait, he has hats on his shoulders
So
too?
to be fair,
The
this probably,
Lupinranger does.
to be fair, this probably looks a lot better with the Good Striker because all the the back of it is sitting on the Good
Does
Striker.
The Good Striker
Yeah.
toy talk?
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Does it say things?
Oh
And,
my
and
God.
it lets you choose it does a thing where it does a roulette and then you
Oh,
press
that
the
is
trigger
so
again and then
cool.
chooses which team.
I thought you were
goes
going to
with.
say he lets you pat him because my
Well, I mean-
mind is in very stupid places.
Well, I mean, I don't think it can stop you.
No, but I wouldn't. I mean, he probably would say no.
Well, it's interesting with the release of the toy too because they released the Good Striker by itself and then they released PatKaizer and Lupinranger as two separate sets.
Yeah.
So. But no,
Oh, his
I
little wings are so cute, and he has a little moon-shaped head like Mac Tonight.
think. And then I have to say, PatKaizer one-upped Ranger Robo.
Need to Photoshop
Epic dodge rolls!
Yeah, no, it does a dodge roll and continues rolling and shooting its gun, and then it actually avoids trying to hit buildings and stuff. Hides behind the Don Yaboon statue. Are you alright, Emily?
Okay, so she wants to Photoshop Goody with the Patranger hat on with McKnight.
I realized he has a moon-shaped head like Mac Tonight.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what
I'm
that is.
just imagining Goody on the piano singing about McDonald's. We had some. I'm so sorry, everyone.
That's okay.
Oh, sweet Jesus, why is that so funny to me?
Stop playing with cars, Gar.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh my god, that's Joker apparently.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's Joker.
It looks like knights.
You know that it took me literal years after I watched Smile, and I love Smile, to realize that was his hair, not a hat.
It looks like fan art of knights gone evil.
But yeah, so he does really. Oh god. So he does really epic dodge rolling, that one ups Ranger Robo's
No.
dodge rolling. No, it does.
And
No.
yeah,
No.
No.
Because Ranger Robo, all it does is just a simple leap to the side, but PatKaizer literally did a jump, roll, shoot while he's rolling. So it wound up Ranger Robo.
and then he hides behind the Dawn statue, which results in it being destroyed.
Yeah, and then
Ultraman
I like
flashbacks.
I like Sakia makes a comment. He's like, when it comes to shootouts, we're always on top, and just "Brr." And they blow up the statue, and all that's left is the feet, and then we just get this hilarious scene of just
they're long, awkward paws.
Don Yaboon's
Wow.
just staring at it, and Destro and what's her face just look over, and they're and Destro's just
At least the feet are
the
left.
feet are still there.
I wanted so bad for the feet to just fall over at that instant.
That
They were
would've been
so
good.
afraid of just Don Yaboon just losing his shit. So
I kind of hope, I feel like that's what they're hinting at, but I hope that Don Yaboon is secretly the kind of guy to get really fucking angry at his subordinates when they fuck up.
And then
Hey, there's a reason why I'm on top.
Right? There's a reason why he's the Don.
And then we get
The character explodes.
and then we get almost beating Bonero, but not quite.
They had to have done that on purpose. That camera angle was too perfect.
So at a certain angle, the baton arm just extends outwards, hitting the gangler, and I'm just the angle that it's at.
The angle of the dangle.
Yeah. Just looks like it's coming from its crotch, and I'm like, oh.
You guys are doing this on purpose.
Someone at Toei has a sense of humor.
My name's Stacy. Oh, no. I hate Stacy Den.
What do you want to bet that, when they were putting this show through the censoring, that they showed that scene from a different camera angle?
Maybe. And then they used this not as great as Lupinrainger's Keisatsu, I'll admit, but
bullet strike.
But
I
still.
like how the Lupins do a whole bunch of rapid fire, but the Patos just do it one and done.
Because they have to be precise and stuff. Because that's what you learn when you're becoming a police officer. Is you have to have
it's spray and pray versus sniping.
Exactly, because you have to be very accurate and not waste a shot when you're a police officer.
And not just
and I like that he actually puts the baton arm, he puts the gun arm, steadies it with the other arm and shoots it, it kills with a precise blast. So it was cool.
What also was really cool about that whole scene was the fact that PatKaizer was very well reflected in all the buildings around them.
Yeah. It's like fucking Dinah and Ultraman Saga.
And then Goody proceeds to kick everyone the fuck out.
Yeah, he's just oh, so who are you? Don't worry about that. Get the fuck out. Bye.
Bye.
And then Umika's actually sad. She's like, where's Goody?
I want my soup.
I want my Goody.
I want my soup.
Give me back my Goody.
And of course the Patos come back to the cafe.
And they're like, yeah, we're sorry we left in a hurry. We'll actually eat here for once. Oh, and then Kogura is there or whatever.
Kogura is there, but he poofs again just as I expected.
Is there someone downstairs?
I don't think so.
No, it's Kelly.
That's just Kelly.
Oh.
Yeah,
That sounds scary.
And then we have my favorite scene, the launch of the ship.
Yeah, so Sakia just looks at Umika and he's just like, oh my god, you're so fucking cute! And Kentra's like, no, fuck you! And accidentally hits her, bumps into her, and he's like, oh my god, I'm sorry! And just being really polite, and then he's like, don't fucking hit on random women.
So I look forward to this being a thing for the whole year.
Yeah, because it's...
She loves me.
What do you want to bet?
She loves me.
That they actually get into a relationship and they're the reason that the two teams have to work together.
That would be adorable.
They get into a relationship and then they find out each other's secret identities.
Oh, yeah!
And they have to keep it a secret between the teams.
Or it turns
maybe
into being Miraculous Lady.
Question, Garb.
Answer.
In Deca Ranger, did Sen-chan ever actually hint that he liked...
A hug.
Oh, it was a hug?
Just a hug.
Oh.
With a hug.
So when in later movies and stuff, when it's we're dating, we're engaged.
Well, no, it wasn't until Magi Ranger and Deca Ranger where they made him an actual couple.
And you're like,
it's oh, good for them.
10 years later, oh, we're engaged.
It's better than Magi Ranger's finale. Hi, I'm Magi Blue. And I'm Magi Shine. We're married now. Okay.
Married to God, Jesus Christ.
There were some hints to them being a thing over the course of the show.
Yeah, but even the dad was like, man, I get back and now my kid's getting married. What happened?
And Kogura actually explains about Goody. He's like, yes, he's also a piece of the Lupin collection. He's a bit rowdy.
Batty.
He mentions that Goody might be the reason the Patos have the changers, and I think he's lying.
Yeah.
I think it might be him.
He might be the reason they have to be.
It's obvious
He's
that the
lying.
master. It's obvious that
What
the
if the
master
butler
gave them both
is
their
Goody?
shit. So
What if the butler is Goody?
no,
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but...
no.
That'd be weird.
No,
That's just a theory.
Goody's
A
his
Sentai theory.
But as I said, I kind of hope the Patrangers give him his own name. They call him Strikey.
Yeah, I was hoping that too. Goody and Strikey.
Striker Z. Striker GG.
It's funny before
Officer Strike.
It's funny before I used the name Lightred, Striker was my gamer tag I used to go by in my Counter-Strike days. Pincaster Striker! God.
I kind of like it.
So we're 3 episodes into the show, and there's no ending in sight. So it looks like that's just not a thing anymore.
Oh, that's kind of a shame.
Rest in peace.
Fuck you,
Super
Q
Sentai
Ranger,
News.
for you.
Look what you did!
Pumping dancing and then...
You broke a
got rid of
40-plus year tradition.
But hey,
No, they didn't
No.
have dancing endings and show up.
no, but they had endings.
No, yeah.
That was what Sentai. That's what made Sentai different from Kamen Rider. Sentai actually had ending themes.
Except for Hibiki.
Well,
No,
that-
Hibiki had one.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, no,
Hibiki had
Hibiki's
endings.
was considered his opening.
Oh, yeah, well, Hibiki had an opening.
Ending.
Yeah, but Hibiki wasn't considered to be a Rider series at the start.
Okay, well, it
wasn't?
still was.
No.
Wait,
They
so
literally
was
just
it-
took
It was
another
an-
show and they slapped Kamen Rider on it.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And that's why Seiji Kaiwa wasn't Kamen Rider Hibiki.
Alright, Gar.
Well, here, I'll give you this.
Oh, okay,
From a
a
sh-
handshake? Okay.
Instead of an ending on this show, let's talk about the true ending of another show.
Your favorite.
No.
Yeah.
X-Aid.
No.
Yeah, that guy.
No.
Yep.
No. Oh, hi, Exit. No!
Play the X-Aid bumper.
Watashi wa Fumetsu
Johnny Maximum.
All right.
Hoo-ha-hoo!
So, I'm just going to go ahead and clarify that this movie turned out to not be the resetted timeline reality that I thought it was. It actually does just happen after the end of the show.
Yeah. Honestly, for me personally, this movie was kind of meh. It wasn't what I wanted.
I just don't think it deserves to be called the quote-unquote true ending. Because nothing that happens in here has any relevance to anything else that happened in the show.
Also-
it was just them fighting a different villain.
It had the same problem that Cho's Superhero Tyson did.
I didn't watch the
Don't
sub
make
with
your
that.
plot focused around a child! It's stupid and it doesn't work!
But children watch the show.
I get that, but don't do that. That's what made Cho's Superhero Tyson such a shitty movie, because they focused on this stupid kid.
I'm sorry.
So it's okay. It's just that was my own personal reason for not liking this movie. But I just okay, the girl's dying. I feel sorry, and her father's trying to give a better world for her. I get that, and that's cool of him. But I just didn't like that as being the primary focus. They could have done something way better.
Especially when
Well, okay, think of it this way. The movie came out in August.
Mm-hmm.
The show was ending in September.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think Toei wanted to give major spoilers to, the finale of the show?
That's fair.
So this movie is very vague on what actually that's why Taiga never goes Cronus. Or, I'm actually shocked Nico didn't transform in this movie.
right?
Yeah.
That's why there's no Masamune, even though, really, at least they mention him.
Yeah.
Mm.
They don't mention the whole, eradication of the bugsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the movie starts with a bunch of randos getting shurikened into the digital world during the plot range.
Digimon!
By ninja players.
Yep.
And they're cool looking. I like just the singular eye on their helmets.
Man, the
They
Foot
look
Clan in
nice.
Japan's more high-tech than the one in New York.
Right? So we get reintroduced to Johnny Maxima of the foreign game company Machina Vision and his employee.
He was fun. Johnny Maximo is fun.
He was fun,
He's a
but
fun
if you
character.
really look at what he does and his motives over the movie, they don't really make sense.
Just, oh, you're the bugster. It's like,
Because he starts out wanting to make the ultimate game, so he
he
proceeds
succeeded.
he steals Chronicles tech in order to make the digital VR game world, which I guess technically is the world of Hurricane Ninja, because that's the only gadget
I
that's
know,
ever
that's-
mentioned.
That's so weird. The ninja game where you run in a sports meet and eat a pizza.
Right? There are
the
mini
Bento
games
box.
in it.
You
We'll
win a-
talk about that.
You win a game
That
for
pizza
eating a
actually
pizza.
looked really good.
So we meet Nagumo Kagenari, who
Who's
is
the whole-
Johnny Maxima's employee? And apparently he's chosen his daughter Madoka to be the player for Hurricane Ninja because
Wait.
she is in the hospital with apparently a brain tumor.
She's a brain tumor?
Yeah.
I watched this film and somehow I never found out that. Maybe I looked away when
Yeah,
they
actually,
mentioned
me neither. I thought she just had the game disease.
Yeah,
No,
but
she had an actual brain tumor.
When Ever said that, I'm like, oh, shit.
I 100% thought
so-
she was just infected.
That's
with
very
cancer.
So,
dark.
so she's the type of kid who's always hospital bound, and that's why she's upset that she can't participate in the sports meet. And there's actually mention made that Emu, like, he visits her even though he doesn't have to because he's finished his pediatric internship. So Emu just like feels bad for her and checks up on her during this movie.
I just wanted to say hi.
He actually even admits that this hospital sucks because they have no idea how to treat her.
It's like when you try to talk to a girl. Hey, I have a boyfriend. I just wanted to say hi.
So the ninjas continue to send people into the game, and Emu just runs out, and I just imagine him going, God damn it, this is like the second or third time everyone's passed out in our lobby.
Man, okay, who's handing out the free booze? No, all right. Who filled the oxygen with chloroform?
So of course, like, them thinking, oh, this isn't going to be a huge threat, we'll just all go base for him, because...
Right? Even Poppy busts out the fucking Gashikon.
Way to go, movie. You did something the show didn't want to do.
Used Poppy?
Yeah.
Except she immediately gets her ass stomped.
Yeah.
Hey, at least...
Well, they all do, for what that's worth.
At least she's like, fuck it. Belt transform.
At least you tried.
Yeah, at least
You get a gold star.
What did
you're
Poppy
a
do?
Good noodle.
Her best.
Her best.
What did everyone do in this movie? Her best.
I just love it when, like, Eggshade, Brave Snipe, and Poppy all henshin. Like, they're all like, henshin, henshin, henshin. And then Eggshade's like, fuck you guys, die henshin.
Hey, die henshin. Oh, come on, man. You just killed
Die
it.
henshin!
No, it's like henshin, score 1. Henshin, score 2. Die henshin, psh, score breaks. Gotta read you the score.
So we get introduced to Kamen Rider Fuma, Ninja Gamer.
He's cool.
It's Jiraiya if he were a rider.
Is
It
this
looks
not-
like the teacher from Naruto.
Jiraiya.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's entirely what's based on.
Voiced by Deneb.
I don't know because I've never seen Naruto.
Wait a minute. The guy that plays
Jiraiya voice.
Fuma is Deneb?
No, the guy who voices Jiraiya
the voice
in
of Jiraiya
Naruto
from Naruto is Deneb.
is the voice of Deneb.
Voice actor.
Oh.
Yeah. I think his name is Hochu Otsuka.
But yeah, Kamen Rider Fuma. I love everything except for the belt. The gamer driver doesn't look good on the belt
I'm not
with his
It's
design.
because the gamer driver's neon green while he's like
No,
white.
That's why the ninja players look good.
Yeah. So I was thinking, why don't you just slap on a bug visor on him? It would look kind of better.
Which he has! So I don't know why they didn't! He has a Gashikon bug visor because that's how he downloads Madoka into the game.
Fuck it, Gar, buy Bug Visor and get Hurricane Ninja.
Oh, gee, I wish I could if they weren't $300!
Well,
Jesus.
well,
So glad I bought one when they were fresh.
They're like $400 now.
Did they like raise in price $100 in the last 5 seconds?
When Dan became the most popular character in the
Fuck
show,
it, check them now.
I will.
just
Yeah.
everything skyrocketed.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I got mine when I did.
Same.
it's funny in that universe. It would be funny if Dan had the same reputation he does in ours, and that we like see him at like a handshake event with like a million girls going, Don Corona.
Yeah, see, there you go, $382.
Holy shit, I'm so happy to have
He's
one.
so rich.
I'm so glad to have my dangerous zombie. I love saying that.
I still think
I love
that's
pronouncing
a
it like
really-
that as if it's spelled Z-U-M.
Have you seen that video? I'm sure you have. It's like really old, where he actually does the dangerous zombie
Yeah,
jingle.
at the live event.
Danger,
Danger! Death, of course, is dangerous zombie!
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
I love it when they show the actors just having a best time.
Yep.
Best
time!
So I noticed the thing where, like, and this bothered the shit out of me, too. So, like, they all get their asses kicked by Fuma, and then, like, Fuma goes to, like, to his daughter's, like, hospital room, but he's, like, still wearing the belt. But then, like, when he's walking in, like, the belt's still kind of, like, half open.
Yeah.
And, like, I noticed that, and I was like, I hate to notice this shit now.
Also, when Nico and Taiga get sniped by the ninja players, like Nico's leaning over Snipe and almost like pushes his driver open, and then she proceeds to like as she gets shuriken, she like falls on him.
Just
Yeah.
no, it's
ooh.
like
I guess you could say Nico finally went down on Taiga.
Oh no!
Ah!
Oh. That's
when
awful.
the shuriken hit Nico, you Punch me right in the boob.
Ah, right in the tit!
Oh my god. Was that a Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was making Dragon Ball
I got
Bridge
pwned!
joke.
The other one the other thing I thought of was from the Wizard. He touched my breast.
She doesn't even have breasts.
I was making a Dragon Ball Bridge joke.
I am a wolf.
So then, Fuma, he just, like, puts a blank ass shit in the bug visor.
No, you know what it was?
He took the candy toy changer.
I thought that was a blank gasket, but if you think about it, the backside of Hurricane Ninja is white.
Yeah.
So that's why initially I thought that he was putting a different gasket in, and the world that they were in wasn't Hurricane Ninja. But then I realized that the back of Hurricane Ninja's gasket is white. So I think he was putting Hurricane Ninja in the bug visor, and the world that they go into is inside Hurricane Ninja, which doesn't make sense because it's a ninja-themed gadget.
Yeah.
I'm checking Dave's
And that's
website.
just the tip of the iceberg of this movie's inconsistencies.
I hope he has one.
I think he has one. I remember him having one.
So yes, so we've established that anyone who gets hit by the Ninja Player Shuriken gets downloaded into the game as an NPC with their memories wiped, but because Kaganari did it with the actual gadget in the bug visor, Madoka gets downloaded into the game as a proper player of the game, which I think is neat. I'm glad that they at least distinguish that.
Then we get introduced to the VR of the movie.
That was so cool. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Just, I love how it actually had the, like, drawing stuff and the let's create the world and his cape, and I think it might be, like, my favorite form he's ever done.
Oh, are you talking about Creator Gamer?
Yes.
Oh, well, we weren't there yet. We were
I'm
just talking about
sorry,
the
I
fact
just-
that
I was
they
just
were
talking about, like, the VR
I
in
love
general.
it so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider XA DX Hurricane Ninja Gashet. $30 in stock.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But he looked so cool.
Your car's like, I want one.
It's got the rainbow thing going on. He makes like a giant. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
We'll talk about
Sorry,
Creator
it's a
Gamer when we get there.
bridge.
Just
He draws rockets.
So
much like with X-Aid, power levels, fucking broken.
So
VR is broken in a universe based
What
on
level
video
is
games.
VR?
it doesn't have a level. It's just Creator Gamer.
It's level yes.
Come on, guys.
There are a lot
Be
of
consistent with that level shit.
Ninja Gamer doesn't have a level. Creator
Well,
Gamer doesn't have a level.
well-
Chronicle Gamer doesn't have a level.
Well, hang on. Chronicle makes sense since he's meant to be like the top,
The master.
like the master of the game. He is DM, Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Like Hurricane Ninja, it makes sense. It's a bootleg game.
Yeah.
Virtual, like VR Master, which is currently out of stock on Dave's website.
Well, the name of the gadget is Mighty Creator VRX, and the name of the forum is Creator Gamer.
Yeah, it's like
I just love forms that add
All right, I guess we're
white
talking about it.
stuff
Yeah.
on them, and also that have like creation related
Oh,
abilities.
Creator Gamer is definitely one of my favorite X8 forms because I love the eyes.
Why-
It's so nice.
I completely appreciate that the eyes are like the VR helmet
It's
on it.
super cool.
my biggest disappointment though. Much like with the exclusive ghost forms, like Darwin and Napoleon, they weren't used to their fullest potential.
Can you imagine having that power in a fight and how cool it would be?
God
It's
tier.
literally the powers of Tilt Brush.
I know, and it looks just like it too. And I loved that, how they didn't like really fancy it up or anything. He literally just uses tilt brush.
I wouldn't be surprised if they
There
actually
they are.
used Tilt Brush to make that.
Like, I just hear, I am so dumb, but just hearing about it just makes you want to like draw craft and ow.
We need to get Emily on the VR headset and do the X8 movie experience.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we have that.
Yeah, that'll.
What's the X8 movie
So
experience?
you can actually go on the VR headset and like actually witness like a bit of fighting between Creator Gamer and Fuma, and like you actually see like them drawing shit and fighting, and it's pretty.
They just
fucking cool.
ignore you like you're just
Yeah.
standing there.
Yeah, you're just like an audience member, but it's like in your face.
But it would be so cool if like Emma like turned to you and was like, I need your help.
Right?
And you got to like do a thing.
Oh, like those interactive rides that they used to
Yeah.
have?
Yeah.
I remember I did the James Bond one at Wonderland. That was an experience.
I remember SpongeBob 4D.
I do too.
All right. Well, since we're talking about Creator Gamer, anyone who knows my opinion from when we talked about it in Scans, I'm kind of not a fan of the form.
I'm sorry. sir.
I appreciate what it's trying to do, but I think it's too derivative of Cronus, which again I know is the point, but I don't.
I
That
never
doesn't excuse
actually
it for
thought
me.
of that, to be fair.
And-
It's got the waist cape. It's got the spiky shoulders. It's Exade trying to be Cronus.
I think that's the point.
It absolutely is. However, that doesn't make me like it.
Okay.
I understand that the face is like a VR helmet with the light up eyes, and I appreciate the attempt. But I mean, the fact that I didn't like Exade Level 2, and this is just that plus, doesn't help. So, not a fan of the design. I love watching it fight. Having him like wield the gashet like an actual tilt brush was pretty neat.
There was a Soto figure of him, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was a movie set. Him and Ninja.
Face Core
okay.
says yes.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about Exate using the Genmu VR equipment, how the fuck does he move around in that? There's no move controllers, there's no locomotion, there's no base stations.
Hey,
As
are you questioning the Game Master?
As a user of no less than 3 separate forms of virtual reality gaming, abso-fucking-lutely I am!
You
See?
question our Game Master.
In
How
Ichi,
dare you?
I've been questioning that with Ready Player One with all of its trailers.
That too,
Yeah, they
right?
just lie in bed and just move somehow.
It's not like unless they explicitly say where it's like Sword Art Online, where the equipment like interrupts your brain's neural functions
I
to
mean, that's what
translate your
assumed.
brain's signals, where you usually tell your body to move, and the game does it for you.
Yeah.
At least Sword Art Online explained that shit.
That still doesn't help that it's a shitty anime, Ichi.
Kindly go fuck yourself. I like it.
Come on, Ichi. The whole entire planet hates Sword Art Online now.
Good for the
Except
entire
for-
planet,
Except for the fact it's super popular.
right?
Well, that's why it's super
But
popular.
anyways, what I wanted to talk about before we started talking about Creator Gamer was just the world inside Hurricane Ninja, aka Sato East Elementary,
Woo.
which is yet more evidence that Build's world might be inside of a gadget, because Sato.
Yep. And oh god, the things they do to Hero.
They turn him
Into a
into
dad.
Monika's dad.
No, they turn him into #1 like dad, and it's
There is nothing I
Cutting the-
cannot photograph.
Yes,
Yes,
cutting
like
the
nothing I
pizza
cannot
with
capture.
surgical precision.
Oh my god.
and so like he's trying to take a picture of like Monica's race or whatever like that, and then immediately Poppy's in the way, and he like misses the chance of getting like a shot of her winning, and he's like, "Oh, what the hell's wrong with you?"
No!
And like we see like Hero's actor like emote more than usual, and it just
He
weirded me
emoted-
out.
He emoted more in that movie than he did in the entire
It
show.
weirded me out.
And you like even like when you see the shot of him lying in the bed comatose and he's smiling, and I'm like,
I'm like,
dead puppies!
who are you?
I can't remember. Was there a DX Gaim Gashet?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tokenden Gaim.
Tokenden Gaim.
Okay.
But yeah, which really, if you really think about it, unless like these roles were assigned randomly, Kaganari literally allowed Brave to steal his ex-wife in the Digiworld.
That is true.
It's really fucked up.
But he did say he like didn't really stay with their family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're in the Digiworld. Poppy is completely unaffected because she's a full bugster. I was totally okay with that explanation. They didn't explicitly say it, but it makes sense.
I'm like, wait, why is everyone else like?
Everyone else loses their memories, but Poppy doesn't because she's a bugster.
And Kiria.
Dan even explicitly says Poppy wouldn't be unaffected by this, or Poppy would be unaffected by it. But the fact that she was captured at all is because this is a new type of virus.
It didn't.
If this were a more understood strain of virus attack, Poppy could have been spared completely, but that wasn't the case. And yes, Kiria. Although what I will say about Kiria is he and Maxima got like sent into the world by way of the gashet in the bug visor, just like Madoka.
Also, Kiria did the thing he's good at like sneaking into people's offices
Right.
without being noticed.
That was
I'm like,
awesome.
I'm like, with this again, Kiria, for fuck's sake, dude. Learn to knock.
I have a doorbell.
But real quick before we go through that, so we see like when they first get into the Digiworld, Taiga's like running the race because he gets to fire a gun.
Yeah, and he doesn't like when he actually fires like the racing gun. He doesn't actually fire. He just goes bang.
Ha ha ha! Real cute.
Yeah.
And Nico's running the race. I guess she's a student in this game.
Fun.
Wins
I'm
the
having
mini game and then gets a pizza. Wins that mini game.
Pizza time.
And the like, apparently Hurricane Ninja is just fucking Mario Party because it's just mini games, and she gets little Gasha trophies for them.
What is really disappointing.
Right?
That was the world of Hurricane Ninja.
And apparently the way she gets the third Gasha trophy is just deciding to stay in this digital world as it's fucking crumbling around her!
Yeah. And then we cut to like where Dan's just like, all right, I need to get Emu out of here, and so he like goes into a car with Emu, and then
Because the ninja players are attacking their base.
Runs them over like a boss, and he's just like, I will let you touch my VR, bitch!
Oh my god, you guys, Dan can drive a fucking car.
Yeah, of course he can. He's Dan Kurono, he can do anything!
Anything?
He's probably wild in bed.
Whoa.
Lane. Lane.
Whoa.
That
Reaching
went,
some dangerous territory.
that went way too far, man.
Hey, I've seen the man's ass.
I mean, valid. We are going to see his ass in Genmu vs. Laser.
Everyone has
I
seen
heard
his
that,
ass.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Or at least one of the trilogy
I can't
movies.
believe they did that.
I can't believe they got away
Toei
with it.
has balls.
And asses, apparently.
Okay. I know, they know that we love Dan Kurono, but not that much, you guys.
Not
Some
much
people
to the-
do.
Not to the point where you have to spend $400.
When I established
on
Genmu as
Precurary.
my favorite character, next I was gonna be like, oh, I'd love to see him fucking butt-ass naked. That'd be amazing. That'd be a dream come true. I never wanted that.
And now you have, and that's on
That
record.
sounds a little bit like suspiciously specific to
God
Mario.
damn it. What the fuck?
In all honesty, though, I've always found people more attractive when they're wearing clothes anyway. Like, what would you like better? Like a naked person or someone in like a really cool suit? Like
Well, I mean, that's up to everyone individually.
that's
Yeah,
true.
personal
That's
preference.
actually true. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
At 4
So-
say no, 3 say yes,
So yeah.
the rest are maybe.
Oh, also another complaint about this movie that I hated. Too much rain.
I was
It's
gonna
plot
say
rain.
there's
No,
so
but
much rain.
too much of it.
No.
They kept fighting in it so much.
I love the rain.
I will agree that it was a tad overused. Just a tad.
No, I loved it. I love the rain in this movie.
But
Too much.
that one scene where Kiria sneaks into Maxima's office, which is the scene where we discover that Johnny Maxima is a giant weeb. He loves
I know.
Japan.
And I was
funny how you said that. You're like, he's a giant weeb.
So Starcaster.
That's not nice.
Can you stop talking about
You
that?
get it,
please?
he's a fucking weeb.
Why you just pointed a gun at me?
Yeah, I did.
And Kiria proceeds to point out that the kanji on his fan is not shinobi, but negi. What's negi?
What's Negi?
How can a weeaboo not know what negi is?
Well, I mean, we're weebs, and not all of us read kanji.
No, it's not about that. I mean,
Oh, just that he doesn't know what a negi
Yeah.
is?
I don't know how to read the kanji for it either, but I do know what it is because it's delicious.
And it's been, like, in all of the anime.
Yeah, I like.
The correct answer is Negi Springfield.
Well, there's that, but there's also negi, the actual onion that is
Yeah.
good and tasty.
Okay.
Please eat onion. What? Why am I suddenly the onion promotion board?
Please eat onions.
Please eat onions.
Please
Hashtag
the onion
please
gods.
But yeah,
Hashtag onions.
so
for
Kaganari, like,
dreams.
proceeds to download Maxima and Kiria into Hurricane Ninja. And what's funny about that is it doesn't work on Kiria, like he retains his memories, but the funny part about it is that Kaganari doesn't know that. So he sends him into the game, but he's still fully intact, just like Poppy.
Yep.
But-
Because he is a bookster.
But this is the part where Maxima's motives sort of become not clear, because at the start of the movie, it seems like he just wants to one-up Chronicle and make a better game, but then he, like, Kaganari seems to be backstabbing him by sending him into the virtual world, but then just as Madoka clears the third minigame and gets all 3 Gacha trophies, Maxima creeps up on her like, yeah, thanks, kid, now I can become Cyber Jesus! Like, was your goal to get 3 minigame trophies in order to become the new Game Deus? Where the fuck did that come
No,
from?
his goal was to become better than Masamune.
He just sort of, came out of nowhere.
I
But
think,
a lot of
you
true
know
final
what?
bosses do come out of nowhere.
That actually explains it. He wanted to be a better game developer than Masamune. He wanted to be a better bugster than Masamune.
He wanted to be better than Masamune.
That explains it.
Well,
There you go.
sorry,
You won't do business with me? Then fuck you. I'm God.
What toss you up for Metsuna?
No, he actually just straight up says, I am God.
sorry to burst your bubble, buddy, but Masume's dead.
Don't burst bubble, buddy. He's alive.
Yeah, Masamune went out.
Bubble buddy!
You could say Masamune literally went out like a boss.
Oh.
Literally. I'm surprised I didn't make that joke at the finale.
Oh,
One thing we didn't mention is
Alright.
how fucking hilariously out of left field it is that, like, after Dan and Emu discover that they have to go into the virtual world, Dan just literally has Genmu VR Tech all ready to go.
he's
Like,
Dan.
yeah, we've been doing this already, and I have a gadget for you already. Here, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey,
Okay, cool.
hey, I can believe anything on how fast he can make shit thanks to Dr. Mighty.
Shit, Dan, I need you to I need you to borrow your gamer driver. Oh, I just fixed your one that broke.
It's okay. I got you a new one last week.
No, you see, like, Dan in, like in the recording booth for, like, 5 minutes. VRX! Like, doing the sound effects for
We are VR
Troopers
Troopers.
3!
Virtual reality.
Troopers.
It's just like Emu's like, Trooper transform!
You know what? I'm gonna kit bash that together when he transforms into VRX. Just play the VR Troopers thing.
Sure.
Or the battle music.
So Dan explains that Mighty Creator VRX is actually a game where you make games. So it's not only Tilt Brush, but it's RPG Maker.
So it's
It's almost like cheating.
Then technically, this is the most broken gadget ever
Make
made.
monsters
right?
appear.
But I think
Like,
the trade-off is that it only works
You
in
can
VR.
create items.
Yeah.
You can create a cure.
I thought it was really interesting that, like, when he was hooked up to the PSVR headset that they were using, by the way, that it was actually a straight-up accessory for the gamer driver. You could see that it was actually plugged into the driver. And when he transformed in the VR world, it only affected him in the VR world. He didn't actually transform. I thought that was really interesting, how the accessory actually interrupts the gamer driver's real functions.
That's weird, man.
But yeah, so Dan and Palad fake out all the ninja players with their
Yeah, the
distractions.
ninja opens up the
Oh,
door. There's
yeah, by
Palad,
the way,
like,
Palad's in this movie.
Right?
In case you
Just-
forgot.
but-
And I love that he's got an actual, like, mobile phone headset on.
Like, could you imagine being somebody in the theater watching this, being like, "Wait, why is Dan with Palad? I thought Palad
Maybe
was with the
that was
villains."
done on purpose to, like, fake out people thinking that Palada died at the end of the show. And then he just shows up like, hey, I'm still here! Ha ha ha.
Yeah, in case you forgot, I showed up at the end of the show.
But I had a thought about that scene too. So like the ninja players are chasing him because they want to stop Emu from saving everyone in the VR world. So did the ninja players actually think that Dan was capable of not only immediate VR but wireless and 4G enabled VR? Did they think he was accessing the virtual reality world from the back of Dan's car?
Maybe.
These players are stupid.
Well, remember, they're non-existent. They're just AIs.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
No,
They're just following commands. They're not actually processing what's happening.
Yeah, they're not like the ride players, where they're actual human beings.
They only have one mission: seek and destroy.
So the ninjas caltrop Dan's car, and then
And Dan just honestly, in terms of fighting, he does really honestly nothing. Like he gets his ass kicked.
although we do get to see here Fuma's henshin for the first time. It's interesting because there's no character select
Is that like
portraits.
say Maki.
Yeah, Maki
Well, it's
Tatsumaki
like-
Hurricane Ninja.
But it's like it would have been a perfect opportunity to finally fill in that blank silhouette.
No, they filled them all. The extra ones they added were Exade Level X and
Knockout Fighter 2, right?
Knockout Fighter 2. I made a mention of that. Like, we're going to talk about it when we watch the Paradox Hyper Battle video, but Knockout Fighter 2 did fill in that last question mark box.
Oh.
Right?
Yep.
I was super happy about that. But yeah, so we see Fuma's henshin, and then Genmu goes level X0 and immediately starts his zombie dance.
Yep. And he just gets his ass kicked.
He dies, and then he only has one life left.
And I have to say, I think he's like woefully under-concerned about the fact that he's at his last life. And then they never bring it up.
Oh, he's probably made backups of himself again.
We'll see what happens in Genmu versus Laser.
Yeah. No. Oh.
Where he glitches his own programming and he gives himself 1 billion lives.
So he does like the unlimited master ball glitch on himself. What was
Maybe.
He's the guy.
that? Oh my god!
No, you know what it is? He straight up just activates God mode.
Cronus is the guy. He's literally on the package and everything.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but you remember, if you say oops when getting hit, it's game over.
Oh, FaceCore pointed out something. The Hurricane Ninja Gashet does not have the Genmu Corp logo on it if you look real close at the toy version. That's a really nice touch.
I honestly wouldn't mind having the Hurricane Ninja Gashet.
Well, I'll leave that to you then.
Because no one bought it. Because they're like, who is this character?
I honestly just don't care for that gadget or that rider in general.
So yes, we get to see Emu use Creator Gamer to fight Fuma, and it's awesome. He uses the gadget as a brush to paint platforms and rockets and even a fucking jetpack at one scene.
And just like it's broken.
It's pretty awesome.
So powerful.
It's broken.
And I think the voice of the creator gadget is the voice of Lovuka. Or like he's like, oh yes.
Yeah, like VR.
Hi.
And it's like VRX.
Well,
It
for a
was like a really
second, I
long
thought-
like chime.
For a second, I thought you were going for a VR Troopers thing.
No.
Why haven't we talked about VR Troopers on Castranger?
Because we're saving that for a convention.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna do a convention special on VR Troopers?
Probably.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, not only all that, but Fuma's like, yeah, there are no exits to my digital world, and
I'll
Exit
make
proceeds to go, fuck you, I'll make one, and then he
It's
paints
a giant rainbow portal.
he paints a giant digiport in the sky, which proceeds to hoover everyone up into it.
Woo!
And then what's cool is like eventually we get like this awesome like group henshin of like everyone
Yeah,
transforming at once. That was cool.
Here's the
The
weird
sounds
thing.
everywhere.
It's like everyone's
The,
like everyone's flying into the portal except for the little girl. It's like
yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Scaring the little girl?
I was,
Scary the little girl.
like,
The subtitle the subbers that I had actually said when they were all transforming at once, you know how this goes in brackets.
wow. But yeah, so everyone gets vacuumed up back into reality except for Madoka, and I'm just wondering, like, how the fuck did you do that?
yeah, it's like how? How did you do this?
I mean, the others didn't look willing, so why are you? You know what it is? It's because she was put into the game the different way by Kaganari. She's like a willing player.
Fine.
She wants to be.
Outgoing game.
Oh my goodness.
Game over. User wins.
There's a glitch in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Reboot.
Reboot.
Beep beep. Beetroot. I mean reboot. Beep, beep.
By the way, the new reboot is not reboot,
It looks awesome, but not reboot.
right?
Does
it's
that
like,
make sense?
It's Zix level 4,
Oh,
like
we'll get into that
if it had
eventually.
nothing to do with reboot, it would be amazing.
right?
Just like the live action Cat in the Hat movie. If that had nothing to do with Cat in the Hat and was just a weird ass movie about a giant cat going to some kids' houses, it would
Wait.
be amazing.
So everyone gets saved from the Digi world, and Hiro wakes up screaming for his not daughter.
Malika.
And I had no respect for Hero this whole movie.
Why?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Hey, he does some awesome shit later, which I'll
Yes,
get
he
into.
does, but I just didn't like how he was out of his character. It was weird.
So like everyone wakes up, and then you see where Kiria wakes up. He's just lying in the street while it's still raining, which means after Kaganari sprayed him with the virus, he fucking dumped him out on the street.
No,
asshole.
Right?
No, just like, wait, where's Kiria? Out in like a back alley. Pops his head out of like a recycling bin or trash can. Did he throw me in the trash?
I just like to
Whoa.
imagine that he just like kicked Kiria down a laundry
No,
chute.
wakes him in a scrapyard full of like broken, unused motorcycles. It's
Oh
just,
yeah, that would have been
just-
good.
Fuck you, asshole.
No,
Not funny.
no, it's like, oh, I smell disgusting. Wait. Just re-digitizes his clothes to be clean. It's better. Yeah, just brushes himself off.
No! You know what he does?
What?
He gets up, dusts himself off, starts spinning, costume changing!
Ends up in Poppy's clothes.
Shit!
Oh shit.
That would
No.
be amazing.
Oh crap! I need to get to the others fast. Just goes laser level 2.
Wonder Woman!
But, wait, I thought he couldn't ride by himself as level 2.
Yes, he can. He's
There are
not.
two, okay, we've established that there are two separate Boxo bike gadgets. One that does level 2 and one that does level
No,
0.
but he means like he thought he can't ride like himself
That's
as
Oh,
a bike.
that's why
he can?
made
Just not
extra.
as, he's
doesn't-
faster if he has a player.
He can't reach his top speed without a rider.
Oh.
That was what they've explicitly established in episode 4 of the show.
Because it'd be stupid if he was a bike who couldn't ride himself.
And
And he
he
does.
would be on the island of misfit toys.
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh, a cowboy that shoots jelly.
I'm a boomerang that doesn't come back.
So
And then
Kaganari...
there's the doll that they never say what her problem is, but canonically, according to Rankin Bass, she has emotional issues.
Oh.
That's
wow.
not a joke. Apparently, she's mentally ill.
Wow, okay.
Like she has
shit.
depression or something.
Oh God.
But, so Kaganari explains that the reason he's doing all this is he wanted to plant Madoka in the Digi world because she can live a happy, active life and not have to deal with the brain tumor
Yeah,
thing.
but she would still die eventually from the tumor.
Which he didn't think about,
Oh,
because
yeah.
she actually starts real dying.
I know, and it's pretty intense, actually.
It's like,
And then
Buddy,
they
you
prep
didn't
her
figure
for
plan out.
surgery.
And then Emu aggressively yells shit at him about Hope and Smiles.
main pro tag dialogue.
Would you-
Anti-hero side response. Main villain announcement. Main villain transform. All hero shock.
Is this from something?
No.
That's pretty much what's tension.
I mean,
Yeah,
what's
yes,
happening. I'm tired.
Pretty up to attention.
And so, with a claim of "I am God," Johnny Maxima apparently gets out of the Digi world now that he has the 3 Gacha trophies and becomes Super Game Deus Machina, which actually is the name of that form because it is a palette swap of regular Game Deus.
You can tell this is
Way to be original, Johnny Maxima.
I mean, fuck, in a series about video games, why not a palette swap?
That's fair, I guess.
They only had 6 months to make the game.
So then we get some cool Brave level 100 shit.
Oh no, that's later.
Oh, okay.
Well, we should start like that.
Yeah. So Machina dummies everyone,
Yep.
but so Dan and Palad tank the fire that he's shooting out,
Yep.
and then they like get munched by it, but they suppress his power because of the level 0 ability on Origin,
Yep.
which puts him down to his human form.
Yep.
And I think they kind of underplay that scene because it's meant to look like they died,
Yeah.
but like Emu cries a bit, but then like when they come back, Emu has like completely no reaction at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, Madoka starts dying for real. So we in fact need a hero. We're holding on for a hero to the end of the night.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
It's gotta be strong.
So Emu comes along and Madoka starts like glitching out and what I'm going to effectively describe as buggling. And Emu just like he pulls out the Origin Gash and for a sec I'm like, oh my god, is he gonna like transform into Genmu level 0? But no, he just activates it in order to suppress the buggling.
Mm-hmm.
Did it.
And Maxima decides to sleep off the cooldown of his debuff,
Because that's how that works.
right?
Yep.
I found a pillow.
Good job.
Is it a Mitampo?
No.
So Laser and Snipe fight Fuma outside of the Machina Vision building, and Snipe effectively yells at Fuma, We're fighting while your daughter is dying, you dick!
Yeah, it's a little bit.
I find it hilarious when Emu goes up to him and be like, oh, go be with your daughter. Kyria shows up. Come on, I'll ride you to the hospital. Just
Ride me!
Just in the dub. Listen to the motorcycle. Alright. Just listen to the bike man.
Ride me.
Rider. Mask Rider. Mask Rider.
So yeah, Game Dish shows up again to fight, and he's got his little wiggly centipede sword attack, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then he shoots a slash of fire, which promptly gets absorbed by Brave level 100!
Yes! There he is. He shows up.
Yep.
And like, he does more cool shit in this 5 minutes that he shows up here in the movie than he did in the entire show at any point.
Yep.
Like while level 100.
He seems like a...
He absorbs fire, he heals everyone, and he fucking shoots like energy swords at Game This. Where was all this magic shit in the show? The only thing he ever did that was of any note was like that winged rider kick that one
Well,
time.
That was pretty awesome, though.
Remember, this takes place after the series.
He's leveled up more and learned more spells.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you laughing
It's
at?
like you're going.
But yeah, Brave. Good job at being a paladin, finally.
Yeah, good job.
Now, if only you can control Voltron.
Right?
Ouch.
Voltron Season 5, now on Netflix.
Go see it. Only 6 episodes, though.
That's fine, we can crank that out in a day.
That's fine.
Oh, and season 6 is happening in June.
Oh, thank goodness.
Is there really that much Voltron?
And this is just the new series. There's plenty of other series before it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Christ.
Stop using the Lord's name in vain.
So, yeah, Game Deus
Oh damn.
Machina goes super again and proceeds to shit out Dan and Palad.
That just... I was falling for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
My immediate thought seeing that is, why didn't they just all go level 1 again, like they did with actual Game Deus?
That would
It's
have
very-
been cool.
Maybe it wouldn't have worked.
I don't know.
I mean, he is merged with a bugster.
Yeah, but maybe it was like a different take on it or something. Who knows?
I don't know. I think they just didn't want to
Well,
spoil doing that in the
yeah.
end of the show.
Yeah.
That is completely fair because this came out first, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's-
We just couldn't watch it till now.
And then Machina appears to be digitalizing the city, or that's what it looks like.
You're. I will make the entire world a game. Fuck you, Masamune.
Oh no, he's the Mirage Master from
He
Pokemon.
just keeps like yelling at Masamune, and just they're like, he's dead. He
Just-
can't hear you.
What? They'll see him in hell. Kills himself.
Yeah, it just does the same thing Masamune
Whoa.
does. Ah!
Oh,
And they're
yeah.
all like, hey, you want to go cure what's her face?
Hey, hey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I saw some shawarma like a few blocks back. You guys want to go get that? Yeah, sure.
All
But
right.
yeah, then Emu turns into Hyper Muteki.
Okay, I gotta say, that henshin, absolutely amazing.
Alright.
Yeah.
I hate Muteki,
No.
but that absolutely gets a spot in my top
Okay.
favorite
It-
shot
It
henshins.
was that's
Right-
the kind of thing you have to have in a movie.
Right up there with Tokyo Rokugo in the Tokyo Returns movie and Duke Dragon Fruit Energy Arms.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. Imagine that henshin sequence.
Uh-huh.
Remove all music, and replace it with this.
Yes.
There was a tweet of XA turning into Hyper Muteki with the Sonic DX theme,
I
and
remember
it is
that.
beautiful.
Open your heart, right?
Yeah.
That you know what? That sounds like it would be awesome.
And that he literally goes supersonic against Gamius,
Right.
like flying around, hacking, slashing him.
Just hitting
Well,
with
if
his
you get
hair.
You know what it was? It was the final battle of Kingdom Hearts 2,
If you didn't think Muteki already seemed like supersonic, then...
right?
That's probably what they were going for.
There's even one shot where like Game Deus turns into fucking Exor from Mario RPG and like withdraws his arms and proceeds to like sword stab downwards like it's fucking Bowser's castle. And Eggzade not only tanks him with the key slasher, but then fucking whips his hair back and forth and repels him.
Yep.
Jesus!
Yup.
I don't like Muteki, but oh my god, this was a cool fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here it is. I found it.
It's good.
Nice.
Wow.
Tell people how to find that video.
Okay, so it is by the Twitter. The Twitter name is Yongo, so YONGOU, and the tweet came up February 3rd, and it says, "I hate how well this syncs up."
Right? But like, so the short version is they defeat him, and like Kaganari comes into Madoka's room to like inspire her to come out of the Digiworld, and adding to the list of non-reactions where there should be, Madoka's mom just like does not react to her long estranged husband finally showing up to take care of her daughter.
Yeah, that's very anime.
And like he
yeah.
finally shows concern, like, oh my god, you okay?
So Eggzade finishes off Bahamut Sin.
Yep.
Like he literally like pulls an Advent Children and like does that up like climbs it while slashing, just
Yep.
like Bahamut Sin. And then as he's defeated and like the digital field fades away and the city is still pretty destroyed.
That's a lot of damage.
Powerpuff Girls movie style.
So you fix that, doctors.
No. Just you see all the X-Aid riders. Oh shit, we're gonna have to do a civil war, aren't we? I'm on Genmu's side.
And cue the shitty pop song.
Yeah. Just
Life
no.
is beautiful.
Oh
I kinda
no.
like the silly
It's all right.
song.
It's better than other songs I've heard.
Urmaker carries Thor in the Civil War because he wasn't there in the final battle.
Right? No, and then so the credits play, and or rather before that, like the whole movie ended up kind of pointless because like Madoka, I guess, got cured of her brain tumor, but she's still hospital bound.
Well, no, like
It'll take a while, right?
Well, yeah, even Fuma said, even if
like the treatments will continue.
Yeah, the treatments will
The treatments will return in Civil War.
No!
What's the treatment? Chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy.
Like, even with the tumor gone, she has to go through chemotherapy.
Oh, Blaze in our chat just made the best joke ever. The final boss was the game Deus Ex Machina!
Oh no.
Fuck!
We did a capella to scream into.
Yes, thank you.
I almost 100%.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm not going to touch that side now.
That's for you, Blaze.
That's mean. But fair.
So, Madoka remained hospital bound. Kiria decided to refine his reprogramming for medical purposes.
Dan's locked up again.
Dan's back in the arcade jail.
As promised.
Creating games that are unbeatable, apparently.
Could you imagine? It's like, wait, where's Dan? Oh, shit!
He just got away.
Yeah, and that leads into the laser Genmu V cinema.
Well, I mean, he gets out somehow, whether he gets let out or breaks out.
Maybe he's in his own virtual reality world.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Nico and Taiga cleaned up their shitty broken down hospital and opened their own hospital.
Yeah.
That doesn't... Wait, did Taiga get his license back?
I guess.
He must have.
And then we see Hiro using the VR tech for medical training.
That is actually pretty smart.
Also accurate to real life.
Is it?
Yep.
Well,
One of the first main uses of VR before it came to the public was for medical training.
I did not know that.
And so Hiro gets called away on a mission. Then we see his dad spout off his catchphrase for the first time.
No, he just said Hero's catchphrase.
That's what I mean. He said Hiro's catchphrase just for lulz.
Yep.
And we still haven't found out what happened to Hero's mom.
Right?
That's true.
Never
Tokusatsu, where you either have a dad or a mom, but not both.
Or they're both dead.
Or both dead.
Oh.
Or they're just never heard from.
Kagami Hero with a dad for a mom and a mom for a dad.
Whoa. And then Emu does a repeat of the opening scene of the series. Where he's
Yeah.
playing his Genmu boy and then gets called to duty and trips and falls on his face.
Literally shot for shot of the first episode.
We end where we begin.
And then he gets called on the stethocell.
And that's it. That's where the movie should have ended. Him running off.
Although what I wanted to point out about that scene is he hands his gaming handheld to her and I'm like, why would you do that? Just stuff it in your fucking pocket!
It's better than living on the bench.
Or on the floor, which unleashed all of the bugsters according to the way the opening was shot.
Oh, jeez.
Shit.
Yeah.
And then the movie's over.
Yeah.
The movie's done.
And again, overall, as I said, this movie was kind of meh. It wasn't the way I wanted it to be. So.
Except
a
it
true
wasn't
ending,
actually
really.
over.
We're not talking about the shitty after credit scene.
Hey, it's
What
canon.
happened?
No.
So then the movie picks back up after the credits, and that emergency that they were called to opens with Mighty Brothers, with Palad subbing in for M, because that was necessary, fighting a bunch of salty bugster mooks, the turkey heads. And who should show up but motherfucking Build!
Woot. Goes Gorillamon, and then extracts...
Dummies Paradox and extracts Exade's Rider Essence.
You know what?
I'm really
It was
looking
actually
forward...
Takumi, wasn't it? At the time?
No, that was Sento. It was his voice.
Oh, okay, fair
I am really, really looking forward to finding out why he needs to extract Rider Essence.
So he can
to save the world.
So he can turn
I mean,
to
probably.
Exade.
I don't know. We'll find out next time on Kamen Rider Heisei Generations finale. Build versus Exade. That's what the promo said.
Featuring Legend Riders.
Spider-Man will
Featuring
return.
Homer.
Yes. Featuring Super Sentai.
I like it.
And truth be told, I actually liked the movie.
Overall, I really did enjoy the movie. I've watched it 4 times now, and it wasn't diminished at all. I don't think it should have been called True Ending,
ending.
though.
I
Yeah.
agree with
No.
you.
This feels like a quote-unquote true ending in the same way that, Persona 4's true ending, where, it's not necessary by any stretch, but it is nice to have the extra.
To quote the completionist, yeah, you do get something out of it, but you don't really have to, complete the whole thing.
I have to give Exade my completionist rating of finish it. Finish it!
Oh.
You should tell.
Me-
You should tell Gerard.
Wait for it.
Me,
According to people in our chat, they're saying that during that part of that was Katsuragi as build, but it was Sento's voice.
Well, it didn't. It didn't kind of sound like him.
I'm not sure.
Um,
I don't know.
Me personally, I've only have seen the movie once, so maybe I'll watch it again and just see. But like from what I
Watch
just,
the Nihon sub.
yeah, so what I watched of it, again, it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
Yeah, fun fact about this movie. This was already on our schedule to watch this week because there was a sub version by a different group months ago that we watched, and then earlier this week, TV Nihon subbed it when we were already planning to talk about it. So we were just like, holy fucking shit, the stars aligned.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then I said, "Damn it! Now I have no excuse that I didn't watch it."
Yeah.
And you want to know the scariest part? Want to know the scariest part?
Want to know the scariest part?
Dan was actually my favorite part of the movie.
Oh, that's
Which is
wild.
weird because he was not as Dan as he usually was through the late half of the show.
he was like early season Dan. You know, good Dan.
Yeah.
Business Dan.
Yeah, business
A
Dan.
business.
I did enjoy Dan in it. He was very calm and collective. So
I don't know. Maybe if the movie was in an hour and 30 minutes instead of just an hour, it could have worked out some of the plot details.
mm-hmm.
But then again, it does kind of
It was only like an hour 10.
what could you really? I think most of the movie should have stuck into the virtual world. Like they all get sucked into the virtual reality.
I do feel like the VR aspect was slightly underplayed.
Yeah, and the whole and that would explain where Gemdidus is. It's like
Gemdidus.
yeah, it's like he's not in the real world. He's in the virtual world, and his plan is to go back to the real world and take over.
Like
Go back to the past.
they never really explained how Steel Chronicles data, use it to create Hurricane Ninja. The ninja-themed gadget is actually just a virtual sports meet at an elementary school with 3 mini-games, including a race, pizza cutting, and deciding to stay in it, which, when you get these 3 gadget trophies, you become the palette swap of God.
It doesn't have anything to do with ninjas,
The
though.
logic does not follow.
Batman beats Superman with a dish sink.
I thought you were going to say with a dish rag.
No. Though in Dawn of Justice, Batman beats Superman with a sink. It is hilarious.
Wow.
He eats with
So, some glaring flaws in its plot, but on the whole, I enjoyed the movie.
It definitely feels. If X-Aid was more like this, then again, this is kind of like X-Aid in a whole. Good concept.
X8 in a hole?
X-Aid as a whole. Hashtag Garism. X-Aid as a whole. This movie is the definitive point of X-Aid as a whole. Good ideas, not worked out properly. But some people still enjoy it.
It's like that Card Against Humanity card. Awesome in theory, kind of a mess in practice.
Yeah.
But it's still enjoyable to watch.
Sure. I'm still looking forward to the
X-Aid's still
trilogy.
not my least favorite. X-Aid's still my least favorite series.
Well.
But this movie has
Like ever?
yes.
not made me hate it.
As Ichi said, I am looking forward to the trilogy. That shit's gonna be.
It's gonna be really interesting.
Emily, your thoughts on the movie?
My thoughts on the movie. I mean, I really liked the creator gamer form. I agree that they did not use it at all to their full potential that they could have used it for.
I think they summarized its abilities well enough, but I feel
Yeah.
like they could have taken it further.
I almost feel like it should have been at the end rather than where it was.
Yeah, like the movie exclusive form is usually like the one that defeats the villain.
Yeah, and it
But
was,
it was
really
just like,
weird how that happened in this one.
Here's a sword and some rockets and a bridge.
Man,
It felt like sorry.
No, go ahead.
It felt like about half of the movie was just them sort of meandering around, not sure what they were doing.
Right?
And then the other half was just really interesting and good. But I really agree that it wasn't a true ending. It felt like an ending,
Yeah.
but not. It didn't feel like the golden ending,
Right.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It felt like an ending you would get if you didn't get all the emblems, or.
Right. It's the good ending, not the true ending.
Yes, it is. It's the good ending, not the true ending.
All right. Well,
That's
That's-
just an opinion, though.
I have a feeling we're gonna see more X-A this one.
maybe.
This one.
So, everyone, thank you for listening to another week of Radio Sentai Castranger. As always, you can find the primary source of our hijinks at castranger.podbean.com. Check out our Facebook page, Twitter feed. Check out our Discord server where you can listen to our show live Friday nights and chat with us whenever we're on. Check out our merch store where we have shirts and hoodies and bags and laptop cases.
Promise
Mine,
I'll
tigers
draw some
and
more.
bears, oh my.
Promise I'll draw some more stuff for it soon.
And we will hear you all next week. Thank you and good night.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
So long, friends.
What?
Game clear. Radio Sentai Castranger is brought to you by our generous patrons, Oliver Nilsson, and viewers like you.